Well, here's the moment right here. My man, EC3.
Your man?
I like this guy. I don't really know.
Were you ever a bandwagon jumper?
No, I like him. Hey, listen. Any nephew of our...
For one fall, introducing first from Boca Raton, Florida, Ethan Carter III, EC3.
Well, I want to know, and listen, anyone who's related to our lovely TNA president, Miss Dixie Carter. This is the nephew, by the way, from Boca.
What do you call her? Aunt D?
Aunt D, yeah, Aunt Dixie.
Oh, okay.
And he's a Carter. The world needs him. We know that.
Yeah, we heard that earlier.
Who's the hand-picked opponent? Who did Dixie hand-pick? Because she seemed very serious about it.
Right.
Man, this kid, I tell you, look at the physique on this guy. He's all business, man. He's an arrogant, pompous, self-centered fella who's got life by the nuts. You know what I'm saying? He really does.
You heard what they said.
What?
World needs us. We're the Carters.
Yeah, I heard. I just went there. Now go here. You're gonna tell me now it's Dixie's nephew.
I'm bringing it forward, okay?
I just said it's Dixie's nephew also. This kid's got a body like a Greek god.
Lay out. Let's find out who the hand-picked opponent is.
Let's see who this is.
And his opponent from San Diego, California, North Burnham.
Excuse me? North Burnham. North Burnham? Who the hell? Who is this guy?
Huh?
He's got a members only jacket on. That in itself is bringing back memories. He's exuberant.
What Christie say from San Diego, California?
From San Diego, right? Oh, he almost fell off the ropes there. Handpicked by our TNA president, Dixie Carter, and you can see EC3's nervous about this. That was sarcasm, by the way.
North Burnham.
North Burnham. Yeah, I wonder if he wrestled here for the Aztecs at San Diego State. Last time I seen legs like that were hanging out of a nest. Well, holy cow, whoa. I'll tell you, I guess I don't have any sun here in San Diego. This guy's so white, he's transparent. Like a one-line machine like Henny Youngman. Well, hold on a minute. Can't take this guy lightly. Ethan Carter might have his hands full, or not. Yo!
Now it's starting to make sense, right? Hand-picked opponent.
What do you mean? Now understand what you're saying. You feel
Come on. North Burnham.
Yeah, North Burnham. That's just wow, look at the athleticism. You see that? Kind of like Antonino Rocca. Remember him?
Yeah.
Yeah, why don't you bring that forward?
Everything but the bare feet, right?
Oh, well. Tell you what. Look at it. Look nice. Slipping over into a side headlock, into a hammer. Look at the technique, the chain wrestling by this young man. Arm wringer, arm drag. Well done. EC3. Really taking it to Burnham big time. What's his name, right? Burnham?
North Burnham.
Oh, North Burnham, right. Look at that swagger that this EC3 has, man. And he's going against a opponent who's, I guess he's wearing a youth large singlet. Might be a youth extra large, maybe. North! Go get him, North! Rip his arm off, bro!
How about this?
Let's go, North! Boom!
there went North.
Yeah, I love a good forearm shiver when I see one. Look at the back of North. He's got a big bruise on his back, or it's a birthmark or something. Look at this. Wow. He's got a mean streak, huh?
EC3, Ethan Carter III.
Yeah. Look at that. Look at that. He turned. See that? His face, once he looked at his opponent, he had a big devilish grin on his face. Then he looked at North Burnham, and he got this look on his face like, I'm going to tear your head off your body. Oh, I don't like North's chances.
I don't either.
Oh, wait a minute. What's going on with that move?
You sign off on that?
Actually, I did not. But that's okay. He's related to the boss. Well done with that high collar T-bone suplex.
And yeah, this has been a mismatch. I mean, now rubbing his face right in the mat.
I mean, you would say it's a mismatch. Maybe not. I mean, look at this. Just ripping that head off. This guy is just instead an arrogant, pompous, self-centered, just a 1%. You know what I mean? Like he's so different than everyone else. He's got different things in life than you and I, Mike.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Different opportunities. Look at this Burnham. He can't even do anything. Look at His back's got a bruise on it like a spare rib. Look at his back, Norv Fernum. Like a spare rib. Oh!
Whoa! Come on, Norv!
What the hell?
Back-to-back drop kicks.
Fernum to the top rope!
Wow! Hits the crossbody, pin, and... Whoa.
Okay, that would have been the upset of the century. Look at this, Norv Fernum living his dream here. The pride of San Diego. Oh!
Well, so much for that.
Yeah, that was badass right there.
What's the line? Thanks for coming.
See you later, Fernum.
Your winner, Ethan Carter III.
Wow, this EC3, Ethan Carter III. How proud right now.
Oh, I'm sure she is.
What are you, jumping my lines? I mean, I've been saying
Well, you asked me how proud, and I can just fill in the blanks.
Well,
how proud was
TNA. Who are you talking about?
I'm talking about TNA President Dixie Carter.
Watch this. Let's take a look here at EC3, Ethan Carter III. He's a Carter, so the world needs him, for God's sakes. And look at that.
Wow.
Face first, broken neck, broken face, spare rib, Burnham, done. Like a roadkill in the middle of the mat. This kid's got diamonds on his trunks and knee pads, this EC3. Look at him. Earl Hebner's never been next to someone that wealthy.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first from Boca Raton, Florida, Ethan Carter III.
Taz, I think it's safe to say this is the biggest match of the young career of Ethan Carter III. Certainly, in my opinion, the toughest test that he has had to date when he faces the Hall of Famer Sting.
Yes, I completely agree. It's going to go down right now, live, right here on Spike TV. And I'll tell you, you can see earlier tonight, EC3 was getting in the zone, preparing, building up his confidence. I like this kid's chances. I really feel.
Seemed awfully concerned to me.
No, I think he's confident, and I feel.
Not worried in the least, huh?
I think Sting's going down tonight.
And his opponent from Venice Beach, California, the Icon, Sting!
This is the moment that Sting has been waiting for. He's been asking for this chance to get his hands on EC3. The only question I have, and maybe you got some information there on your phone, who's the referee going to be for this?
Well, I'm looking at the tweets, and there's nothing about referees, so I can't help you with that question. So sorry. I can't. They're not tweeting about refs. Our fans are tweeting the fact, they love the fact that Genesis is going to roll to next week. That's what's being said on Twitter right now. At least my account.
How big it is.
It's huge as much as this match is huge. And I feel disdain and hatred from here. I'm about 10, 12 feet from Sting. And he's jealous. He has hatred for EC3. He's envious of EC3. That's my commentary. Who's the ref?
And their special guest referee,
Oh, well, who is it?
Impact Wrestling's chief of staff, Rockstar Spud.
Oh, this is great.
Come on.
I told them never to throw out that little kid referee shirt that they had at the merch stand. They still had it. This is the perfect time to use it.
Come on, you gotta be kidding me.
No, it's really, it's a kid stuff. But man, EC3 got Ed D. That's Dixie Carter, by the way.
Dixie Carter looking out for EC3
She
again.
just sets the table for her lovely nephew.
Sets the table.
Sets the
Putting it
table.
mildly. Stacking
Nice.
the deck
Put a
might
head
be
on him.
more accurate.
What a head on Rockstar. But anyway, this is big right here. This is big. EC3, man, stay in the zone. Be careful. Your name with a Hall of Famer. No pressure. Oh, wait. I think they're chanting, you're a D-bag, I believe that is, right?
I don't think you need to repeat it.
Can I say the word?
I don't think you need to repeat it.
Can I say it? Well, Rockstar Spud not really loved here. Let's see, we're talking about you, Mike. I don't know.
I don't think so. Opportunity that the Icon has been waiting for and anticipating, and now he's going to have to deal with. What is this about?
This has got to be burning Sting up right now that Rockstar Spud is the official in this match.
Because it's more of what we've seen in recent weeks from Dixie Carter. Just as Sting tried to set up EC3 in the corner, just as he tried to land a blow, Rockstar Spud able to block him, and now EC3 going to take advantage, attack from behind, and then hits the suplex.
Oh! Well, Sting realized that the momentum was starting to rapidly shift, and that's what happens when you're in there with a veteran. A legendary guy. Oh, watch out. Like Sting, he understands that and will not let that momentum swing.
Is this the night that the unbeaten streak of Ethan Carter III comes to an end? The way that Sting is manhandling EC3.
Not a shot.
Steps to steps.
Not a shot. Not happening, Mike. Not happening. It's not happening.
We'll see.
I'm telling you, EC3 will be the victor in this match. I'm telling you. He's a Carter the world needs it, for God's sake.
On the ramp.
Oh my God. He's in a lot of pain right there, EC3. He's a Carter, and he's in a lot of pain.
And this is exactly what Sting has wanted. Just that opportunity, that chance to beat the you-know-what out of this entitled EC3. Go.
It's Rockstar Spud. Are you kidding me?
I was going to go for the Stinger splash.
Yeah, I know. I kind of want to see these guys really go here. Again, another distraction by Rockstar Spud, and hey, EC3 smart enough to capitalize on that. Look at that. I mean, I'll tell you, just a complete, full, intense attack by EC3 on the Icon Sting.
Fires Sting off, back first into the corner. Charges in with a corner clothesline that rocked Sting. Gonna take him back out to the middle, drop him on the back of his head, backdrop suplex.
Cover him now, cover him. Go for a cover there. Whoop. Maybe not.
You're cheerleading for.
Well, there's a sense in the match where you might want to go for a cover, but he's obviously got something else in mind, EC3.
Here comes Carter. Oh, Carter off that middle rope.
Man, took a little too long, man. Now you can't do that, EC3. That's what happens.
Now Sting's finally got the momentum.
Well,
Rockstar Spud will stay out of the way.
Man, well,
Sting can hit that splash and does.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Gonna try and lock on the Scorpion Deathlock.
Oh, if he steps over.
And he does. Steps over and applies the submission hold. This could end the streak right here.
Look at the pain that EC3 is in. Hang on, kid.
Is he gonna tap? Oh, he's on the verge. Hand raised. Oh, come on. Chief of Staff. The referee climbs up Sting's back. Sting spinning him around.
Well, again.
But, I mean, Sting should have won that right there.
Well, you know, should have, would have, could have, but didn't.
Scorpion Death Drop. Now the cut. Would you count already? Come on.
He's going to count. He's not.
What's he waiting for?
Well, you don't want to get fired. That's why.
Sting forcing him to count.
Oh, God.
Count what?
Oh, no. Kick out EC3.
Wait. Who's that?
Who is that?
It's Magnus. The world champion comes down to ringside.
Can't blame him.
And pulls referee Rockstar Spud out of the ring.
Can't blame him. Because we heard Sting. Well, we heard Sting.
Oh, no.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
What the hell?
How many layers of this do we have to put up? And then he quick counts Sting. You're kidding me.
Your winner, Ethan Carter III.
Well, I said that EC3 would win, and I guess I was right. I did not think it was going to go down like that. But I guess, as they say, a win's a win.
Direct from Tokyo to TNA and Impact Wrestling, here comes Sanada, set for one-on-one competition at this one-night-only Victory Road pay-per-view event. I know you have definitely been impressed with Sanada from the very moment he stepped foot in TNA.
Well, what's not to be impressed with, Mike? This young man is a tremendous competitor. His athleticism, his flamboyancy, his look, you know, being a wrestler from the land of a rising sun.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I was rudely interrupted there.
EC3.
And his opponent from Boca Raton, Florida, Ethan Carter III, EC3.
Give me a little of that trouble.
Trouble.
Love that.
Oh.
That's plenty. That's good. I like it better when you hit the trouble. Once you veer off, once you take that, that's the right-hand turn I'm worried about.
Trouble.
That one's not bad. It's that thing afterwards.
Who thought of that for this guy? We're going to
Dale
start it
Oliver.
off. Who?
Dale Oliver.
Dale, who?
Dale Oliver, he's in charge of the music.
We got a music guy?
What do you mean? The most accomplished, you know Dale
I know
Oliver.
Dale. Yeah.
Accomplished musicians.
Nah, he is. I'm joking. I love Dale. He's talented. The EC3, speaking of talented, he's very talented. And he brings the trouble. That's for sure.
Hey.
Oh, is he respectful? He's a guest in our country.
Do you think that's respectful, or do you think that's mockery?
No.
I'm not sure Sanada's on board with this. It was sort of a Boca handshake there, wasn't it?
It's a Boca, like a fingertip thing, yeah.
Tippies.
Boca meets the Hamptons.
Now, as an educated man, I am fluent in various languages.
Oh, this should be good.
Sanada, you are from Japan, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
Very observant, man. He's quick.
I'm very fluent in Japanese.
Uh-oh.
So, Sanada, I would like you to come over here as a friend and tell everyone here what you're thinking.
EC3、お前はクソ野郎だ。
He called him a jabroni. He's called him a jabroni.
I am very excited to share the ring with Ethan Carter III. Thank you, Sanada.
Oh, is he translating?
Yes.
Wait a minute.
EC3、お前はクソ野郎だ。
Call him a jabroni times 2.
Would you let him translate the
Ethan
man's
Carter
fluent
III
Japanese?
is the greatest professional wrestler alive. And although I will try very hard tonight, I will accept defeat as a man.
That was long.
Oh, really? What kind of a translation was that?
Hey.
Okay.
I speak English too.
Of course he does.
Why wouldn't he?
You are stupid idiot.
Translation,
You did know.
jabroni, yes.
Yeah.
Idiot.
Oh, you embarrassed EC3.
tremendous.
That's heavy. Oh, man. Oh. EC3 will jump on one of his Learjets, though, and fly to Tokyo and do whatever he wants over there. You know, he
Well,
does.
he's got that Carter cash.
He got that kind of money. He'll fly to the UK. I'm gonna do Tokyo just to get a couple of pieces
He
of.
will fly to the UK on his way to Tokyo just because he's got that much money. I know what you were trying to say.
Exactly.
Boy, did I bail you out on that
He'll
one.
go there just to get a glass of sake and a couple of pieces of
UK?
maguro. Yeah, no, Tokyo. Not
Oh, I
UK.
thought maybe he'd go to the UK to get...
Are you kidding me? But this, oh yeah.
Well, that's good. That was expert analysis. You want to repeat that one?
I was gonna say that Sanada,
Yes.
he's one of these up and comers, as they say, the kids today. He's an up and coming younger competitor. Oh, as is EC3. You could look at these two as contemporaries, Mike, in their countries.
True, and in terms of going forward, I think both of these men have such an upside in terms of their careers over the next couple of decades.
Check.
Clothesline. by EC3, followed up with the series of right hands to the side of the head. Are you okay?
Mexican for lunch. Got me, bro.
All of a sudden, I thought they let the air out of a balloon or something here. What was that all about? Oh, yeah, you're right. Whoa, that was Mexican food.
Woo, man.
Maybe I can get Hector Guerrero and Willie Urbina to come up from the Spanish broadcast table and join you here.
You're so PC. All right, so...
Somebody pass me that can of Lysol.
EC3, he's really bringing it hard right here.
Yeah, did you notice when I went out for lunch that I had the double order of rice? Hold the refried beans.
Yeah, I know, my mistake. Look, chop after chop.
Yeah, full court type offense here by Sanada, putting the boots to the chest of Ethan Carter III. But EC3 gonna quickly turn it around on him, send him off into the corner, and blatant chokehold right in front of the referee.
So Sanada basically called him a stupid idiot in Japanese.
Not basically, it's exactly. And then he had the fans chant idiot at him.
So thorough, Mike, I gotta tell you. Really, this attention to detail. No, exactly. He called him a stupid idiot. Thanks, Mike. Ah, see, look at that. By the blonde dyed hair, whatever he's got going on. Why would Sanada?
Dyed?
I don't think most people have a top of their head looks like Sanada, even in Japan. They don't have that. I mean, the Japanese people don't do that to their hair on a regular basis. What are you trying to say?
You're the one that obviously knows about the man's grooming habits. You're talking about how he's got the hair dyed, he's got this done.
I used to get my hair done years ago at this place called Astor Place in Manhattan. And they would dye people's hairs, mohawks. You know, like EC3, it was a very trendy place. You could see him going in there and getting his tights and his knee pads dyed up there, tie-dyed, like that type of a funky type of trendy thing.
I got you. Got funky trendy.
EC3.
The new tag team we got coming in, funky and trendy.
Look at this. EC3 going in for the win here.
Not able to get the 3 count as Sanada escapes, and EC3 gonna go right back to controlling the head of Sanada, the old wrestling axiom. But boy, it sure works. Control the head, rest of the body's gonna follow.
I think I started that in the world of wrestling commentary.
That was Luthez, actually. Maybe Gotcher Hackenschmidt. I don't think you had anything to do with it.
Oh, nice back throw right there. You might be right. My back suplex.
Took credit for this, inventing the suplex earlier. You could have used the slingshot. You could have done this. You could have done that.
No, I think that I'm the one who first came out on TV and wrestling and said, whatever you said.
What I said was it's the old wrestling axiom, and I think I first
control the
heard
head
it
to
in
the
the
body.
1960s.
Okay. Whoa, I was wrong. All right, no problem. I'll tell you what, Sanada's chest is red as a beet. He's got chopped up. He's got chopped a lot by EC3.
Yeah, gonna try and fight back and does so from the apron. Hits the forearm. Now goes springboard with the chop to the top of the head.
Yep, that Judy chop. It worked. Judy chop.
Judy chop.
Ichiban. Ichiban. Gotta say it in Japanese,
Yep,
folks.
get that one more time. There it is, right on target again.
One more.
How do you say hat trick in Japanese?
Knee son. Son is three chick. Hot. Son chick.
Hi.
Son chick. Son chips.
There it is. Sun chips.
Son chips. Oh!
There it is. 3 chops to the top of the head. Allows him to get the cover in 2. Not happy with the cadence of the count.
Yeah, no,
Referee Stifler. Neither are you.
Stifler, yeah, he's a little slow mentally, and I think he kind of messed up the count.
Really?
Hold on, let's see here.
Oh! Carter flies off the ropes. Sanada answers with the drop kick. Gonna bring him, drag him right back out to the middle. You know this is probably moonsault time. How about the way that he's able to land on his feet?
Carter's
But you
knee,
can
though.
see he affected the knee with that landing. And EC3 goes right to work on the leg and the knee.
1%er, oh!
1%er is his finishing move. Can he get the 3 count? Can he get the win? And he does, and he moves on to the gauntlet.
Your winner, Ethan Carter III, EC3.
The following contest is a hair versus hair match. Introducing first, from Birmingham, England, Rockstar Spud.
Our main event moments away, but as you just saw, next week, Lashley seems ready. Kurt Angle seems ready. Those two go one-on-one for the first time ever for the TNA World Heavyweight Championship. That's 7 days from right now. However, we settle in for our main event as Rockstar Spud has issued the challenge. Spud wants to go one-on-one with EC3. EC3 accepted. It will be hair versus hair. And as you just saw, Spud handed off the briefcase. He's got a future X Division championship match inside, but Spud has bigger things on his mind tonight. Those bigger things being a one-on-one match with his arch rival, his nemesis, Ethan Carter III. Rockstar Spud, EC3, our main event, is next.
Ladies and gentlemen, EC3.
Welcome back to Friday Night Impact on Destination America. This is our main event. Ethan Carter III, the 1%er. Privileged, entitled, self-obsessed. Just a few of the words that you can use to describe EC3. Earlier tonight, he talked about 16 months, not being pinned, not being submitted. Defeated guys like Sting, Kurt Angle, Bully Ray, still wearing the heavy arm brace. We've asked EC3 to tell us why he's wearing the brace. He told us it's none of our business. He does what he wants. And EC3 pretty much can do whatever he wants as the nephew of TNA President Dixie Carter. Spud laid down the challenge last week, said this has to end. All the humiliation, everything that EC3 has done to Rockstar Spud over the number of months, everything that EC3 did to Jeremy Borash by shaving his head. It all ends tonight. Hair versus hair. Spud versus EC3.
Obviously, Spud has the hometown advantage.
The opening bell in our main event is underway. Rockstar Spud has talked about it being a dream come true to compete on the Impact roster. Another dream coming true tonight by competing inside Wembley Arena in London. Spud from about 200 miles away in Birmingham, and Spud going off on EC3. If Rockstar Spud has any chance in this match, what is it?
I don't think he has any chance. Frankly, Spud is not in EC3's league. Maybe one day, but not yet. But I do respect Spud's intensity.
If Rockstar Spud has a chance, it's in the early going. Get after EC3. And Spud doing that here.
Spud is all over EC3, man. I didn't expect this.
And the chair, the barber chair that you see, the loser of this match, and Spud's biting the face of EC3. Whatever it takes, right? And Rockstar Spud with a big drop kick. And EC3 is floored.
Great job by Spud thus far. This kid is on fire.
Rockstar Spud, with all his determination and all his heart and all his desire, may have a chance here tonight against EC3. And just when you start to think that perhaps Spud's got something going, that he's building momentum, EC3 with that big boot. And now EC3, when that happened, when that boot happened, you can almost see the size advantage, the speed advantage, the strength advantage that EC3 has over Rockstar Spud.
Yes, Josh, I totally agree. And as we would have assumed, this is an uphill battle for Spud.
EC3 has been hell-bent, borderline obsessed with shaving the head of Rockstar Spud. It's about humiliating Spud. It's about embarrassing Rockstar Spud. EC3 missing, Spud connecting. Oh, what a clothesline though. EC3 floors Spud and perhaps his chances. Can Spud get back in this thing? We find out when our main event continues. Welcome back to Friday Night Impact. This is our main event. It's hair versus hair. It's EC3 versus arch rival Rockstar Spud. EC3 undefeated, never been pinned, never submitted. Rockstar Spud said, hey, I want to end your streak and I want to shave your head bald. Can Rockstar Spud fuel himself off the energy in London, England? Can Rockstar Spud fuel himself off of these great fans? Does Rockstar Spud have a chance here tonight? Can the ultimate underdog defeat EC3? What a move by Spud! Take one more look at Rockstar Spud throwing caution to the wind to take out his rival. Spud doing everything he can to defeat EC3.
Awesome front senton off the top corner. High risk with legit reward.
It's high-risk moves like that that may propel Spud to a victory here tonight. Do you believe in miracles? Wait a second. The referee dealing with EC3, and there's the heavy. The bodyguard Tyrus with a power bomb to the outside.
Yeah, that sucks that EC3 most probably had that set up for the interference. Wow.
Tyrus has no business being out here. EC3 was watching it all unfold. He had the referee's attention. He had the referee's focus. Spud's out. EC3 had a plan. If it's looking bleak for me, Tyrus, you gotta make things right. And right on cue, Tyrus delivering a devastating power bomb right to the floor of Wembley Arena. Spud's done. And Spud kicks out at 2.
Wow, he kicked out with life. Holy crap.
Talk about wherewithal. Well, Tyrus is still out here. EC3 is still directing traffic. Oh, and look at this, EC3. It's Mr. Anderson. Mr. Anderson, who's come to the aid of Spud over the past number of weeks, taking it right to Tyrus.
Well, Anderson really leveled the playing field for sure.
And a mic check by Ken Anderson to Tyrus on the outside, and EC3 is livid, using that big heavy brace. That brace is held together by metal and hard plastic. And now Spud, oh, and Spud gets hit with the brace. EC3 is allowed to wear that brace during competition. He just used it as a weapon, and Spud's busted open. Rockstar Spud, as a result of getting hit with the heavy brace that EC3 wears, you can see the middle there has all that metal, and it busted open the forehead of Spud. You never know how a man is going to react to seeing his own blood when it starts pouring down your face. It either scares the hell out of you or it fuels you. What's it going to do to Rockstar Spud, who may not know where he is at this point? Spud may be out on his feet.
Yeah, that seems to be a large open wound for sure, man. EC3 not going to stop now, though.
That wound on Spud's forehead is just getting deeper and EC3 using it as his offense here. Referee Brian Hebner may want to stop this match. It is the referee's discretion to end this. I don't think Spud wants it to end, but oh!
Man, Spud is in really bad shape. This might get really ugly.
Spud wanted a one-on-one match with EC3. EC3 often talks about how he's defeated some of the greats. There you saw the Stinger splash. It's like the calling card of EC3 collecting something from his past victims. The best friend of Rockstar Spud, the man responsible for bringing Spud to Impact Wrestling due to British boot camp is Jeremy Borash. JB's beside himself. JB told Spud earlier, you don't have to do this. You don't have to have this match. This has gotten very uncomfortable.
Borash better be careful, very careful, or he'll get bloodied also.
And JB has popped up in the ring. JB with the low blow.
Whoa! Great timing with JB.
Rockstar Spud with a stunner. Rockstar Spud into the cover. Spud hooks the leg, and Spud nearly beats EC3. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm being told right now that we're going to be taking some steps to help with the graphic nature of what you're watching. Can the biggest underdog in the history of Impact Wrestling end the streak of EC3? And EC3 may have just ended Rockstar Spud. Spud is a mess. As you can see the blood start to spill out of the face of Rockstar Spud, EC3 firmly in control. EC3 is hell-bent on destruction.
This is nasty. Spud losing lots of blood and getting destroyed.
EC3 didn't even go for a cover moments ago. EC3 could end this match. For EC3, that's not what this is all about. Spud has taken a... Oh, wait a second.
Look at this kid.
EC3 screaming, stay down. Spud refusing. They got to admire and respect the heart and determination of Rockstar Spud. Spud, perhaps from all the love that he's getting here in London, perhaps from all the spirit of everyone in Wembley, Spud is not backing down and is taking down EC3.
Holy on fire, Batman. Spud is rolling. Get rocking, brother.
Forearm after forearm, Shining Wizard. And Rockstar Spud teeing off on EC3.
Oh no, the dreaded 5-on-2.
Spud's got EC3 now. Ducks the clothesline, kick right to the back of the head.
That is nuts. Spud is getting it done, as if he's channeling wrestlers of past.
Rockstar Spud is fired up. Spud looking for the underdog on EC3. Spud lands on his feet. Oh, what a big shot there. That arm brace coming into play again. Spud down, and Spud kicks out at 2.
That look of shock on EC3's face is a look most of our faces have right now. I can't believe this.
The blood of Rockstar Spud is all over EC3. EC3 looks shocked that Spud was able to kick out moments ago. Is EC3 gonna finally do in and put away Rockstar Spud as Spud is clawing and climbing and scratching his way back to his feet?
Looks like EC3 is about to end this right now.
And EC3, that's gotta be the death knell. The cover, Spud down, and EC3.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Here is your winner, EC3.
Well, an exhausted EC3 has finally done what he set out to do. EC3 wanted to embarrass Rockstar Spud, wanted to humiliate Rockstar Spud. Remember, Spud now, well, he's gonna get his head shaved after everything that Spud just went through, after the beating that he just took. Rockstar Spud is now gonna get his head shaved by EC3. This is what you wanted, EC3.
Rockstar Spud, without a shadow of a doubt, you have the most heart and determination I've ever seen in a professional wrestler. Look, I've done some heinous things to you. I've attacked your friends. It was misguided. It was severe. I was just trying to make a statement. But there was a time where we were best friends. And I ruined that. Spud, in front of your home people, your mom, and your dad, you proved you belong in Impact Wrestling. Hell, you proved that despite your size, your heart weighs more, and there's a chance that one day you could be a world champion. You have the intangibles. You have it, man, and I'm not gonna shave your head tonight. I'm not gonna embarrass you in front of people. He doesn't deserve his head shaved. He proved he belongs. He proved he's one of you. He proved he's a fighter. He proved he's a lion, a tiger, a gazelle, and damn it, you proved you were a man. I don't expect you to take this, but I will offer my hand and shake your hand right here. I know we can never go back to the way it was. We'll go our separate ways, but shake my hand. Let's end this on good terms.
Absolutely shocking. What a great show of sportsmanship from EC3.
Yes, it's nice to see this respect from EC3. I'm very surprised, but you know what? I'm sure their long-time friendship has a lot to do with this.
Well, it's the true spirit of competition. EC3 showing that here tonight in London, England. And kudos to EC3 for doing this, for allowing Rockstar Spud to walk up. Oh, what a low-down, dirty SOB this EC3 is.
Matt! Spud! Time to pay! Time to pay!
One more measure of humiliation from EC3 to Rockstar Spud.
Where's your mom? Where's she sitting? Where's mama? Oh, where's your high school girlfriend? Where's your dad?
Man, EC3 duped us all. Now, embarrassing Spud in front of his people and his family.
The hollow words of EC3 from just moments ago when you thought that this guy was finally going to do the right thing. This is disgusting.
Take notice! Take notice! This ring, this company, this industry, and this world, it's mine now!
A clear message from EC3. This world belongs to me. EC3 may finally be done with Rockstar Spud, and that means trouble for every single person on the Impact roster. When EC3 and Kurt Angle signed the contract to make this World Championship match official, the clause stated that they would get to pick each other's opponents. EC3 was forced to go one-on-one with two-time World Champion Lashley, and Pope, I think it spoke volumes that EC3 was able to defeat Lashley.
Well, when you talk about defeating one Lashley, we have to look at the fact that EC3 took a couple of shortcuts, if you will, to get there. But at the end of the day, yes, Josh, you're right. EC3 defeated Lashley, and now he has the opportunity to defeat someone in Kurt Angle.
He's the first ever TNA World Champion, a six-time World Champion, the current and reigning World Champion. He's a TNA Hall of Famer. There isn't a man walking this or any other planet that can match the resume of our World Champion. Tonight, Kurt Angle defends his title against EC3. EC3 ran down the resume of Kurt Angle a couple of weeks ago on a Wednesday Night Impact. Kurt Angle, throughout his career, has defeated everyone. He's defeated former world champions. He's defeated everyone that we've thrown at him here on Impact Wrestling. Kurt Angle feels that this is his most triumphant reign as world champion, his sixth reign as TNA World Champion. Does Kurt Angle retain his title here tonight?
Well, you mentioned, Josh, champions. Kurt beat them all. Hall of Famers as well, man. Kurt is the man.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall. It is our Bell to Bell main event for the TNA Heavyweight Championship of the World. When the bell rings, the man in charge, TNA official, Mr. Brian Hebner. And now, introducing the combatants. First of all, standing to my left, he is accompanied to the ring by Tyrus. From Boca Raton, Florida, weighing in at 228 pounds, he is the undefeated #1 contender for the TNA Heavyweight Championship of the World, Ethan Carter III, EC3. And now, introducing, standing to my right, weighing in at 235 pounds, coming to us from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, he is the current reigning, defending TNA Heavyweight Champion of the World, Kurt Angle.
There's only one thing left to do. Ring the bell and compete for the TNA World Heavyweight Championship. It's EC3 versus Kurt Angle next on Bell to Bell. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is our main event. It's EC3, Ethan Carter III, the challenger for Kurt Angle's TNA World Championship.
Oh man, Josh, the atmosphere is electric.
Last week, Kurt Angle went one-on-one with EC3's hand-picked opponent. For Kurt Angle, that was Matt Hardy. A valiant effort by Matt Hardy, but in the end, Matt Hardy was forced to tap out to the ankle lock of Kurt Angle. Kurt Angle said that night that he's going to make EC3 tap out here tonight.
You know, when you talk about the match that Kurt had with Matt Hardy, you also have to wonder the effects. You got to remember, Matt Hardy, how many side effects did he give Kurt Angle? 3, 4 of them. Twist of face as well. And you got to wonder, is this going to affect Kurt Angle in the match against EC3? Could his title be in jeopardy because of that?
All very valid points. EC3 has beaten the best of the best in Impact Wrestling. He's beaten the Hall of Famers. He's beaten Sting. He's beaten Bully Ray. He's beaten Kurt Angle. He beat Lashley. And now EC3 has his night. 620 nights in the making. Arm drag there. And Kurt Angle has EC3 where EC3 doesn't want to be. On his back in the middle of the ring. You don't want to get into a wrestling match with Kurt Angle.
Well, that's absolutely a no-no. Everybody knows that. Anybody that gets in the ring, you want to try to do what you do best, but Kurt is the best when it comes to wrestling, especially on the mat. That's not something that I would advise EC3 to do.
You see Tyrus watching closely on the outside. Pope mentioned earlier that Tyrus didn't play a factor in EC3's match against Lashley, but in the end, EC3's hand was raised. EC3 has a ton of momentum heading in this match here tonight.
Momentum and an insurance policy on the outside.
Crowd solidly behind Kurt Angle. Short arm reversal, overhead belly-to-belly suplex, and Kurt Angle's ready to go. First German suplex of the match. Hands locked. Keep count. There's 2.
Here we go.
Kurt Angle looking for the trifecta. EC3 makes it to the ropes. Angle's going to be forced to break here. And Kurt Angle changes his game plan, and EC3 sent to the outside.
Well, hell, Kurt says if you don't want to face me like a man, you want to try to hold on to the rope, get the hell out of the ring. And he just dumped him.
This is not the kind of match that EC3 signed up for. Ooh, shot there. High back elbow right to the bridge of the nose. And Angle on the outside, belly-to-belly suplex.
Kurt might want to be careful. Got his back turned to the big man on the outside. We always know that plays to the advantage of EC3 when it goes to the floor.
Kurt Angle told EC3 last week, you're obsessed. As Kurt Angle first covered the match, and EC3 kicks out before 1. Oh, another German suplex. And Kurt Angle is seizing control early of EC3. Kurt Angle is a cyborg.
Once again, EC3 goes to the rope. You gotta wonder, what's his game plan? Because right now, nothing appears to be coming together.
This clothesline there. It's a smart game plan by EC3. Every time he makes it to the ropes, Angle's got a break. Cover by EC3, and Kurt Angle kicks out right at 1. This is our main event for Bell to Bell, the World Championship. And you know, Pope, as well as I do, that EC3 is not going to back down at all. He's not going to back down from Kurt Angle. The man is a Carter, for crying out loud.
And obviously, we know you're on the Carter's payroll, so I guess it benefits you greatly to say such
Here's a newsflash for you. You're on the Carter payroll as well.
How many times, okay, some of us get a little extra, but how many times has EC3 cowered away from Kurt Angle? How many times has he stood behind Tyrus, attacked Kurt Angle when he was down? You're talking about cowards. That's EC3.
EC3's going toe-to-toe with the world champion right now. Going toe-to-toe with the best in the world. EC3 trying to gain momentum here. Looking for the EC3 splash in the corner. There it is! The match, the move that he took from Sting. The move that now belongs to EC3.
Well, you know, that's a little old thing that goes back to the golden days.
Oh! What a move there by EC3. Is it enough to put away Kurt Angle, who gets the outside shoulder up at 2?
It goes back to the golden age of wrestling. You beat a guy, you got the same name, you take his name. You beat a guy, you send him into retirement, then you take his move. You have that right.
Oh man, EC3's probably got like thousands of moves then.
Well, he better start pulling them out if he wants to beat Kurt Angle. 1,001.
Now look, EC3 weathered the early storm. The German suplexes from Kurt Angle. And EC3 is standing toe-to-toe with Angle right now. Big shots by the world champion. And EC3 hard to the buckle. Side steps and Angle shoulder first off the steel post.
The smartest thing EC3 has done thus far, if you ask me, and he needs to capitalize right now.
Could this be the turning point in this matchup? DDT on the apron. EC3 may have taken control of this matchup. Is EC3 going to become world champion? We'll find out as Impact Wrestling rolls on. Welcome back to Wednesday Night Impact. It's EC3 versus Kurt Angle for the World Championship, and before the break, Pope, EC3 really took control of Kurt Angle.
As you can see, when Kurt went into the post, EC3 like a rabid dog just on top of Kurt, and he drops him on the mat apron with the DDT.
Nelson being applied here by EC3. I don't quite know, Pope, if he has his fingers locked there, but you can see the face of Kurt Angle almost turning purple.
Well, that's the thing. You don't have it all the way cinched in, but Kurt has a neck, probably a 20-inch neck, man. You know, after all the years of surgeries, he's worked on his neck and to protect it.
And again, neither one of these men, after trading blows there in the center of the ring, neither man off their feet. Kurt Angle gets the boot up. Kurt Angle with a solid clothesline right to the chest of EC3.
I want to call that a desperation clothesline on behalf of Kurt. Trying to turn the tide, create some space, catch a breather. EC3 was getting on.
It's an opportunity for you to see just how much damage has been done to these two athletes. Angle's up first, but just barely. And Angle catches EC3, and Kurt Angle going back to the German suplexes. And the look on EC3's face tells the whole story. It's just terror as Kurt Angle continues to go to work. Where does Kurt Angle get his energy from? Kurt Angle looking for the Angle slam here. Looking to put away EC3. Looking to give EC3 his first defeat. And Kurt Angle again, another German suplex.
I don't know how many more of these he's going to be able to take, Josh.
EC3 looking winded, looking hurt here. 3 more German suplexes from Kurt Angle. Turns EC3 over, hooks the leg, and Angle almost retained his championship.
It was almost over for your boy, for the Carter's kid, EC3, but he's hanging in there. He still has a little something left in his tank.
All the hard work, 620 days, undefeated, never been pinned, he's never submitted, and tonight EC3 challenges for the world title. And EC3 misses this time with the splash. Angle thinking Angle slam. Angle thinking Angle slam. Angle's going to retain the title. EC3's going to be defeated, and he kicks out at 2. Are you a believer now, Pope?
What a match. What a match. The kid is showing heart. You got to give that to him. But how many times in a young man's career do you get the opportunity to fight for the TNA World Heavyweight Championship? And there's the ankle lock yet again by Kurt Angle.
Kurt Angle has the ankle lock locked in here on EC3. And EC3, nice reversal. The ankle lock wasn't in for very long, but it does damage very quickly.
Again, going back to what I was saying, Kurt's on the outside. He needs to be careful. There's
Tyrus! There's the wild card. There's the X Factor. The heavy, the bodyguard of EC3. Tyrus on the outside.
Josh, but that is just rotten. What is Tyrus doing interfering in the match? They've been going one-on-one. Let EC3 be the man that you said he is, that Dixie said he is, that Tyrus thinks he is, and stand up to Kurt Angle for himself.
Okay, why don't you and Drew Galloway go out to dinner, and you guys can talk about fair matches and standing up and all that. Tyrus is the bodyguard of EC3. And Kurt Angle back into the ring here. The only way for EC3 to win the World Championship, pinfall or submission here against Kurt Angle.
You know something has to be done
and
about
EC3
this.
looking for the 1%er. Remember, no one's kicked out of the 1%er ever. And there's the ankle lock by Kurt Angle. EC3 able to turn around and stay away from the ankle lock. EC3 misses wildly. German suplex again by Kurt Angle. How many German suplexes has Kurt Angle hit in this match?
I think we're up to about 11. But if it works, then stick with it.
That was 3. Kurt Angle looking for a 4th here. Tyrus up on the apron.
Yet again.
And EC3 off of Tyrus.
Great, Kurt, great. Now.
Kurt Angle stayed one step ahead of everyone. Angle slam, the cover, and EC3 kicked out at 2.
You know, I can tip my hat to EC3. He's showing heart. He's showing gut. You know, again, you don't get this opportunity every day. Against Kurt Angle.
And Kurt Angle was able to stay one step ahead of EC3 and Tyrus that time. And the ankle lock yet again. Does EC3 have anything left in the tank? Angle puts on the brakes. And Kurt Angle catches EC3 overhead belly to belly right to referee Brian Hebner.
Oh boy, this isn't good.
Brian Hebner caught the boot there of EC3. And Tyrus from behind.
And you knew this was going to happen.
And Tyrus takes out
yet
Kurt
again.
Angle.
Yet again, Josh, always, Tyrus is always interfering on behalf of EC3, bodyguard or not. That's just not right. Tyrus is not right. It's a one-on-one match, not a fight.
Pope, I'm with you. I can't defend the actions of what Tyrus just did in this World Championship match. The smile on the face of EC3. EC3 knows exactly what's going on here, and he's going to steal the World Championship from Kurt Angle.
Let's not cheat the Impact viewing audience. Let's not cheat the fans. They wanted a one-on-one matchup, mano y mano.
EC3 thinking 1%er. EC3 gonna put away Kurt Angle right here, right now. No. And EC3 with the cover, hooks the leg, Kurt Angle down, and Kurt Angle kicks out at 2.
He kicked out, Josh. What do you say about Kurt? What do you say about his guts? What do you say about his fortitude, huh? It's the TNA World Heavyweight Champion.
It's amazing. And it's going to take everything EC3 has to beat Kurt Angle. No one has ever kicked out of the 1%er. Kurt Angle did that. EC3 shocked.
And rightfully so. EC3 has thrown everything at Kurt Angle, including a 350-pound man dinosaur that is called Tyrus.
And EC3 is now instructing Tyrus. Well, EC3 needs to be careful here.
No. Do you see what's going on? EC3 has ordered Tyrus to get in the ring to cause a disqualification. He's throwing everything at Kurt Angle. He don't think he can beat him.
But EC3 can't win the World Championship if he's disqualified.
He don't care. He's trying to get disqualified.
And referee Brian Hebner has just ejected Tyrus from ringside.
Yes! Yes! It's about time! Yes!
I agree with the call. Tyrus should be ejected from ringside. Tyrus got involved on the outside, that's one thing. Tyrus got inside the ring and took out Kurt Angle. You can't defend that. And Tyrus, what he said to the locker room.
It's about damn time, Josh. Senior referee, Brian Hebner, all of them, they're just tired of Tyrus sticking his nose in the matches when it doesn't belong there. Now let's see what EC3 has.
Kurt Angle slowly back to a vertical base in our main event for the TNA World Championship. EC3 wants to look for another 1%er here. A second one against Kurt Angle. Angle avoids, and EC3 rolls through. Angle does the same. Ankle lock in the center of the ring.
It's gonna be over. If Kurt Ray finds the leg and he just did it, it's over, Josh, in a matter of time, in a matter of seconds. EC3 has to tap out. I don't think he's gonna hold on much longer.
EC3 writhing in pain from the ankle lock of Kurt Angle. The move that made Matt Hardy tap out last week. EC3 has never tapped out. He's undefeated. Today's day 620, but EC3 may have no choice. He's trying to hold on, Pope.
He almost did it, Josh, and let me tell you something, Daddy. I've been in that hole. I've been in the angle lock by Kurt Angle, and there's only a matter of time. If you can't get to the rope, man, the pain is excruciating. Kurt.
EC3 was fingertips away from the bottom rope, finally breaks the hold, but how much damage has been done? Kurt Angle smells blood in the water.
I don't know if EC3 is going to be able to stand. What a match.
EC3 knows what's coming and he can't stop it. EC3 slips out the back, Kurt Angle stacked up on his shoulders, and EC3's world champion.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner of the match and new TNA Heavyweight Champion of the World, Ethan Carter III, EC3.
620 days. Congratulations to EC3. He is now TNA World Champion.
Josh, I gotta be honest, I'm just stunned. Absolutely stunned. But what an amazing match by both competitors. Congratulations, EC3, your new TNA World Heavyweight Champion.
The unconquerable remains unconquered. And the reign of Carter starts right now. It's the dawning of a new day. EC3 is world champion. You see the championship suspended high above the ring. You see Jeff Hardy here to support his brother, but this is as far as Jeff goes. Per Bully Ray, no one's allowed ringside for our main event. Matt Hardy, he defeated Bobby Roode in a tables match a couple of weeks ago. Last week, Matt Hardy said, with the help of his brother Jeff, it's gonna be full metal mayhem. There will be chairs, there will be tables, there will be ladders, anything steel, anything breakable, pure destruction in our main event. Are we looking at the next TNA World Champion?
Ladies and gentlemen, EC3.
Are you serious? Are you just gonna sit here and not say nothing when Ethan Carter, EC3 walks in, but you speak through the dollhouse all the time? This is crazy. It's your boy, EC3, making his way to the ring, Josh.
I'm taking it all in, taking a look at the current reigning TNA World Champion. The man who had no decision into who he would face next for the title. The man who wasn't allowed to be involved in the stipulation decision for this match. You saw as far as Tyrus will go, per Bully Ray, no one allowed ringside. EC3, his back is against the wall, but the man's the world champion for a reason. Will EC3 retain his title? Introductions after this. Big fight feel as we welcome everyone back to Wednesday Night Impact. It's time for our main event.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is your no surrender main event. It's Full Metal Mayhem for the TNA Heavyweight Championship of the World. Where the bell rings, the man in charge, Brian Hebner. And now, introducing the combatants. First of all, standing to my right, weighing in at 236 pounds, and coming to us from Cameron, North Carolina, he is the challenger, Matt Hardy. And now, introducing, standing to my left, weighing in at 232 pounds and coming to us from Boca Raton, Florida, he is the undefeated, undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, Ethan Carter III, EC3.
So not much of a weight difference between champion and challenger. Matt Hardy looking up, seeing the TNA Championship. And here we go. Full Metal Mayhem, folks. There are no rules, anything goes. The only way to win, climb the ladder. Grab the championship suspended high above the ring and leave as champion. The stipulation was chosen by Matt Hardy. He was given that right by the law, Bully Ray, who we saw taken out earlier tonight. Right now our focus is on this World Championship match. Matt Hardy has never been TNA World Champion. Quick bulldog there by the challenger, and the champion's down early.
No surrender has already been off the charts. A lot of action is taking place. Definitely delivered for the fans. Right now, EC3 just delivered a nice clothesline to the mouth, it appears, of Matt Hardy.
And EC3 now starting to look for weapons, starting to put a game plan together. EC3 has had a week to think about Full Metal Mayhem, has had a week to think about what he's going to do without Tyrus. And the champion looking as confident as ever.
I'm hoping EC3 don't often see eye to eye, don't often agree with everything that EC3 does, but Pope really likes the fact that EC3 not sit down in the chair, but he went and got that chair. He talks trash to Matt Hardy. He grabbed the chair, he put it to use immediately. That's what type of match it is. That's what needs to happen.
EC3 is adapting well to this environment, to Full Metal Mayhem.
I don't think I'd be sort of toying with Matt Hardy like that.
Big shot there by Matt Hardy. Matt Hardy thinking side effect through the chair. Game changer by Matt Hardy.
Daddy, did you see that chair break? Matt Hardy just drove EC3's back through a steel chair. Wow. And you know, this is just the beginning.
You can already see the back of Matt Hardy starting to bruise and welt up. EC3 just went through that chair moments ago. Matt Hardy's got a ladder. Matt Hardy's very comfortable with ladders. Matt Hardy and his brother Jeff made a career out of flying off ladders. They made a career off of being daredevils. And there's the charismatic enigma Jeff Hardy in the back, paying close attention to this World Championship match. Jeff Hardy probably spent the entire week with Matt. They probably talked about the strategy and how Matt Hardy was going to become world champion here tonight.
The back of EC3 just bounced off of that ladder. Sometimes you wish the ladder would be more stable if you're going to go into it, and with not being on the ropes, there's no stability. So that probably hurts even more.
Oh! Here on this first Wednesday in August, you start thinking down the road. Get through September. October 4th, Bound for Glory. It's in Charlotte. It's 100 miles away from Cameron, North Carolina. You know that Matt Hardy has that date circled. You know that Matt would love to go home as world champion.
Very well said, Josh. Doing your homework, that is correct. Bound for Glory. It's going to be in the backyard, sort of speaking, of the Hardys. And what better way to go to Bound for Glory than to go as the TNA World Heavyweight Champion? Hell, to go anywhere.
We will be in Hardy country for Bound for Glory. But right now, Matt Hardy's got to be thinking about no surrender. This match here tonight, Full Metal Mayhem for the World Championship. Matt Hardy has his eyes set on the world title. Matt Hardy, ladder in place, and Matt Hardy will start to climb. Matt Hardy will look to gain the championship here. Matt Hardy closing in on the title. EC3's got to play defense.
Oh!
That's how you win Full Metal Mayhem. Take out a man's legs. Don't let him climb the ladder.
Straight to the kneecap. EC3 with the chair shot.
What's going to happen in this World Championship match? It's Full Metal Mayhem and no surrender. Welcome back to Wednesday Night Impact. This is our main event for the World Championship.
EC3 laying there with the Singapore cane. Now the boots as Matt Hardy's kind of trapped, if you will, inside of the steel steps that he turned over.
Oh, and EC3, Matt Hardy's back.
Again, anytime, Matt, when you're inside, Josh, anytime that you're inside of the ring in a matchup and you fall on an object that is unstable, it hurts more than a stable object. Didn't look like it was very effective, but I can assure you that was an effective move by EC3.
And now for the first time in this match, EC3 is looking to climb the ladder. EC3 is looking to grab his championship. EC3 is closing in on retaining his title. Matt Hardy's back in the ring, and Matt Hardy is going to set the ladder and EC3 down to the canvas.
Oh boy. Pope think he knows what Matt Hardy's about to do.
Oh boy.
Strike!
Sometimes the picture on the screen tells the whole story. Oh! And sometimes you're happier just calling the action.
EC3 is right now hurting. Any man that's sitting out there watching on television knows what that feels like.
And Matt Hardy, on one good knee at this point, has got his fingers on the championship. EC3 able to grab Matt Hardy at the last second. Champion and challenger in the center of the ring. Matt Hardy, neck breaker, and Matt Hardy again finds himself one step closer to the ladder. One step closer to the championship.
There you go, Hardy securing that
one
ladder.
step closer to changing
almost there
the landscape of Impact Wrestling, and EC3 counters. Champion misses wildly. Matt Hardy goes low. Twist of fate.
Now, Matt, now. This may be his opportunity, Josh, to get up there. He just hit the twist of fate on EC3. Maybe he wants to make sure he's done. Maybe he wants to add more punishment.
Matt Hardy thinks perhaps I got to do one more. One more epic maneuver. One more decisive blow to take out EC3. and to become world champion.
That's head to the top.
Is Matt Hardy a moonsault through a table away, and EC3 again goes after the knee.
Knee just got hung on that top rope.
In Matt Hardy's playground of Full Metal Mayhem, EC3 looks like he belongs, and a powerbomb through the table. Matt Hardy is out because of this, because of the defense by EC3.
Very dangerous when you go through a table. As you can see, the elastic piece that holds the wood could just rip through your skin. Hopefully for Matt Hardy, that's not the case, but EC3 set up the ladder, thinks that he did the big move that can get him up there.
Give it a good shot.
EC3, one last insult to Matt Hardy. EC3's got to hurry, climb the ladder, secure the championship. Matt Hardy's starting to stir. Matt Hardy's got an ankle. Matt Hardy has picked the ankle of the champion.
Matt's too weak to grab, to stand up, so he just grabs his ankle to hold. Good defensive move.
But is Matt Hardy just avoiding the inevitable? Is EC3 closing in on a victory? Has Matt Hardy taken too much punishment in this match?
EC3 going right back to the knee, as you pointed out earlier, Josh. It's just very smart technique. If you take out a guy's leg in a match like this where it requires you to go up a ladder, you know, when you're already winded, you're already hurt, it's just a smart move by EC3 to focus on Matt Hardy's knee. If a guy can't walk, he can't climb a ladder.
And it's great to hear you give that opinion, because you've been so biased against EC3. And now the man is climbing the ladder. EC3 has got his sights set. EC3 has got his hands on his championship. Matt Hardy's back up. Matt Hardy is back up, and EC3 is back down with a powerbomb.
The energy exerted there by Matt Hardy, given what was appeared to be his last gasp.
And Matt Hardy was looking for another twist of fate. EC3 just ran through Matt Hardy and got both him and Matt on the outside. That was very smart by EC3.
Absolutely, again, Josh, EC3 is showing his prowess, if you will. Showing that he got some brain activity going on up there that is working to his advantage.
EC3 realized, I gotta get Matt Hardy on the outside. Wow. Steel chair right off the back. Matt Hardy's in control.
Well, it was a smart move, a smart thought by EC3, but now it kind of worked against him.
Exactly. I was thinking the same thing, because EC3 took this to the outside. If Matt Hardy can take care of EC3, then get inside the ring, the match will be over. Matt Hardy will be new champion.
Point made, Josh. Point taken. Matt Hardy now grabbing another ladder.
You said this was Matt Hardy's sandbox earlier. Couldn't agree with you more.
We've seen everything, ladders, Singapore cane, chairs, table, all that is missing is the cookie sheet.
Matt Hardy has got something in mind here to put away EC3 once and for all. To end this match, EC3 low blow. There's no disqualifications. Matt Hardy off the ladder. Matt Hardy couldn't be further away from the championship. EC3's in the ring.
This could be it, Josh. EC3 glaring up there at that title, knowing that he has a chance, but he's going on the outside.
Earlier it was Matt Hardy thinking, I need to do one more thing to put away EC3. EC3's thinking, I got to do one more thing to put away Matt Hardy.
Sometimes you just want to make sure your opponent is incapacitated before you make that attempt to go up the ladder.
Bad things can happen when you're up there on the ladder. It's happened to both these men here tonight. Matt Hardy, side effect!
On the ring apron, Josh, the hardest part of the ring.
Watch this and cringe. There's no give.
None.
And it's been completely turned around. Matt Hardy has taken EC3 out of this match.
What a great way to end the night of No Surrender.
Yeah,
with
but
this.
what the hell is Matt Hardy thinking right now?
I have no idea, but he's gonna fly!
Matt Hardy leg drop off the top rope through EC3, through the table.
Daddy, look at that Hardy fly with that leg drop through the table on EC3.
Matt Hardy just broke EC3 in half.
Wow. And Jeff Hardy applauding his brother, loving it, loving it. This could be it. This could be that one more big move, Josh, that you were alluding to earlier.
That was it. Matt Hardy trying to gather himself, gain his composure, get his wits about himself, climb the ladder, and become world champion for the first time in his career. EC3 is starting to move, but the distance, the separation, maybe too much. Wait, that looks like doctors.
They might be coming to check on EC3. EC3 may be broken in parts and places right now that we don't even know about.
Yeah, that's our medical staff that ran down the entryway here. Matt Hardy is on the second rung of that ladder, now on the third. Matt Hardy's got about 2 to go before he can grab the championship. EC3 is in the ring with a steel chair, but it may be too little too late for the champion. Another shot, buckling the knee of the challenger.
I was going to reference to that, Josh. Thought you were going there as well, because if you notice, Matt Hardy was having a little time going up that ladder. It was a little challenging because of the work that EC3 has put on the knee of Matt Hardy. And once again, EC3 breaks the chair and goes back to the knee. That has to slow Matt Hardy down even more.
Had EC3 not gone after the knee throughout this match, Matt Hardy would be champion right now, to Pope's point. And now the champion a little bit higher than the challenger on the ladder. EC3 nearly to the top, fingertips away. Matt Hardy playing defense as he tries to rise and meet the champion.
It can go either way right now, Josh. Both men on top of the ladder. EC3 now.
And Matt Hardy's got the title. EC3 goes low. Matt Hardy's down. EC3's up. The champion has his title. The champion has his title. EC3 retains.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the match, and still TNA Heavyweight Champion of the World, Ethan Carter III, EC3.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Earlier tonight, EC3, Ethan Carter III, defeated the Destroyer Lashley. EC3 is now one victory away from becoming world champion. EC3, many people say the reason the World Title Series all came about. EC3 filed an injunction. EC3 wanted to take the World Championship away from everyone. The World Title Series came about, and EC3 is now in the finals. Matt Hardy never complained. He didn't moan and cry. Matt Hardy valiantly relinquished on his own terms the World Championship, handed it over to Nixon Carter, and said do the right thing. Matt Hardy fought. Matt Hardy has not been defeated. Matt Hardy with a kiss to his Ladies and gentlemen, this is the final match in the World Title Series to determine the new TNA Heavyweight Champion of the World. Introducing the combatants. First of all, standing to my left, accompanied to the ring by Tyrus, weighing in at 254 pounds from Boca Raton, Florida, Ethan Carter III, EC3. And introducing his opponent, standing to my right, accompanied to the ring by his brother Jeff. From Cameron, North Carolina, weighing in at 238 pounds, Matt Hardy.
Look. Look. I believe in my brother enough to walk away. Tyrus, do you believe in your boss man enough to hit the bricks? Cool.
Well, this is going to be a one-on-one match, folks. Jeff Hardy said, I believe in my brother. I don't need to be out here. I don't need to be a distraction. Tyrus agreed, and this will be a one-on-one match. Our World Championship match will take place following this without commercial interruption. We have taken our final commercial break. The bell is rung. The World Championship match is upon us. It's EC3 versus Matt Hardy. A thrilling conclusion to the World Title Series.
And what a series it's been, Josh, to see it all unfold. And here we go.
Here we go is right, a one-on-one match between Matt Hardy and EC3. This is what we deserve. This is what the fans deserve. EC3 and Matt Hardy for the World's Championship.
How funny is it, partner, that it started with these two? The whole Impact World Title Series started because of these two men, and tonight, ironically, it will end with those two men.
Matt Hardy fought an uphill battle earlier tonight, defeating Eric Young. Eric Young tried to take out Matt Hardy before their match and during their match, but Matt Hardy persevered. Matt Hardy is here to fight for the championship.
I don't know who's going to come out on top, but what I do know is that we're in for one hell of a ride, as we've already witnessed.
EC3 looking for the EC3 splash, and Matt Hardy follows it up with a clothesline. Matt Hardy looking for the Bulldog. He planted Eric Young with it earlier. EC3 had it scouted. Counters, covered by EC3, and a kick out by Matt Hardy.
EC3 now applying that cravat, the move he loves to go to, hasn't been able to get it in there, so he had to switch it to a front face lock. Man, partner, how good has the action been here tonight?
It's been phenomenal. It's not over yet. EC3 endured the early storm of Matt Hardy. Back heel trip takes Matt Hardy down. Matt Hardy down. The conclusion of the World Title Series. There's no second place. There's only leaving as world champion. Started with 32 wrestlers and knockouts. Cover here by EC3, and Matt Hardy kicks out at 2.
One of these men are going to walk out a loser. The other man is going to go home the world champion and richer at that.
And you have to love the integrity of this one-on-one match. Great call by Jeff Hardy saying, hey, I believe in my brother. I'm gonna head to the back and watch this match. Tyrus said I'll do the same. No more shenanigans for EC3. If he wins here tonight, he earned the world title.
Yeah, Ethan appeared to be shocked at that.
EC3 always relies on bending the rules. Oftentimes he'll rely on Tyrus on the outside. You saw it earlier against Lashley. Lashley was closing in on a victory, and Tyrus put out a distraction. Matt Hardy's head just met the steel post.
How Is Matt Hardy still moving?
Matt Hardy's out. Oh my goodness. EC3 breaks up the count. Continue to dish out punishment on the outside of the ring.
I don't know if Matt Hardy's going to be able to continue after having his head kicked against that metal post.
Partner, 9 times out of 10, I'd agree with you. But Matt Hardy will not die. Matt Hardy continues to fight when you think he's out of matches. Matt Hardy continues to come back. It's part of the Matt Hardy formula. And Matt Hardy was looking for a side effect on the steel steps. EC3 tried to counter, tried to block, and it may have cost him more. An awkward spill by EC3 off the steel steps.
And they'll just work to the advantage of Matt Hardy.
Matt Hardy trying to put the pieces of a game plan back together here. Matt Hardy may have been too injured to pull off the side effect correctly on the outside. Can Matt Hardy pull off this moonsault? EC3's down. Matt Hardy into the cover. New champion, and EC3 kicks out at 2.
The Impact fans are standing on their feet. There's not a person in here who is sitting down watching this matchup between Matt Hardy and EC3.
Everything Matt Hardy's been through. Matt Hardy looking to become a world champion. Is Matt Hardy a twist of fate away from defeating EC3? The man's never been pinned. He's never submitted.
Side effect!
EC3's down. Matt Hardy hooks both legs. EC3 kicks out at 2.
EC3 still has a little reserve in his tank. He's trying to fight man to man.
Both of these men have already competed in grueling matches.
Side effect yet again!
EC3 back to his feet.
And the first side effect by Matt Hardy!
Matt Hardy, has he done enough to put away EC3 once and for all? And EC3 says not so fast.
Matt Hardy with the trifecta of side effects, and it still wasn't enough to put away EC3. You gotta give him credit for showing some guts.
Matt Hardy's hurt. He's also frustrated at this point. Looking for a twist of fate. Looking to pound on the back of EC3. Twist of fate countered.
Went to the well one too many times there.
EC3 had the presence of mind, knew where he was in the ring. Hooked that top rope. EC3's got Matt Hardy up for a TKO. Matt Hardy may be out on his feet.
And he's back to his feet, and it looks like EC3's going for yet another TKO.
Matt Hardy was in prime position. And EC3 fighting Matt Hardy again. What is going to happen? Who is going to leave tonight as champion? What a match. What a night. EC3 again looking for another TKO. Twist of fate. Twist of fate. Matt Hardy's going to be new champion.
Cover, Matt, cover.
Matt Hardy crawling into position. EC3 trying to get away. Matt Hardy doesn't realize EC3 turned over.
Wise move by EC3. He wisely turned over to keep from his shoulders being on the mat.
Matt Hardy had his arm draped over EC3, but EC3 had the wherewithal to turn over. Matt Hardy again thinking twist of fate. EC3 with a drop kick. Didn't catch all of Matt Hardy there, but enough to set up the 1%er. The 1%er by EC3.
It has to be
Matt Hardy's down, and EC3 is fighting champion. Matt kicked out at 2.
My goodness, both of these men,
gotta be kidding me,
are just pulling it all out. And not just in the move department, but in the gut, the will, and the determination department as well.
EC3 can do nothing but smile. EC3's got to be in shock.
Here we are in the beginning of 2016, and already this has to be a match of the year candidate.
This is what the World Championship means to these two. Everyone standing on their feet. I'm sure everyone watching at home is on their feet right now.
EC3 has to be thinking, what must I do?
EC3 was yelling, stay down. Telling Matt Hardy to stay down. Twist of fate again. Is that the one? Is that the death news? Matt Hardy is that close to being champion. EC3 kicked out.
I'm standing up now.
What does Matt Hardy have to do to defeat EC3? What's it gonna take to leave here as champion? What does Matt Hardy have in mind here? Precarious situation for these two men vying for the world title. Matt Hardy wants to hit a twist of fate.
He's trying.
EC3's blocking. And now it's EC3 who has Matt Hardy. A 1%er off the top. EC3 is world champion.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the match and new TNA heavyweight champion of the world, Ethan Carter III, EC3.
Say what you want about the man, but tonight, on this night, live on Pop, EC3 did it on his own. EC3 is your world champion.
I don't like the way he got here. I don't like the methods that he took to get to the finals. But this night, Pope has to take his hat off and give EC3 credit for becoming a two-time TNA World Heavyweight Champion. Much respect.
The night belongs to EC3. And the story, and the saga, and the pain that Matt Hardy endured is all for naught. Matt Hardy wanted to recreate Bound for Glory. Wore the same gear that he wore back in October. Wanted to celebrate with his wife, Rebby, and his son, Maxwell. There'll be no celebration in the Hardy house tonight. The champagne's on ice. The bottles will be popping for EC3. The 1%er is finally world champion.
Disappointment on the face of Matt Hardy. Broken heart he may be, but right now the fans of Impact Wrestling, we all won because this is one hell of a tournament.
The World Title Series ends when EC3 is champion. That look from Rebby tells the whole story. We thank you for joining us here. Thank you. This has been our premiere of Impact Uncut.
Welcome to my place of worship. My name is Maria Kanellis Bennett, and I am the First Lady of Professional Wrestling. And I just have one question for you. Do you believe in the miracle?
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, accompanied to the ring by Maria. He is the Miracle, Mike Bennett.
This man shocked the world when he defeated, by pinfall, EC3. No one has debuted and made such an immediate impact. Can the Miracle do it again here tonight against Ethan Carter III?
I'm sure that's the plan, but I'm going to backtrack. There was someone who made an impact, an immediate impact, in Pope's opinion, when he arrived, and it was the one man whom that guy, Mike Bennett, defeated, EC3.
It is all about EC3's road to redemption. EC3, who earlier called the Miracle a false prophet, said these two are going to go to church right now at Slammiversary.
And now, introducing his opponent from Boca Raton, Florida, weighing in at 252 pounds, Ethan Carter
never pinned, and he never submitted. He has morphed from the privileged one-percenter to the ass-kicking machine, mutated into the man you see here tonight. Does EC3 get his redemption? Can EC3 defeat the Miracle Mike Bennett in a rematch we've been waiting weeks to see?
I know that the Miracle Mike Bennett right now has everything in his bag of tricks. If he doesn't, he better try to put him there because he's going to need it to pull this victory off if that's what he wants to happen here tonight. Hell, he's going to need a miracle.
Mike Bennett putting so many roadblocks in between himself and EC3. The road to redemption. 6 sides of steel against Rockstar Spud. The last man standing match against Tyrus. The match against Matt Hardy that EC3 had to win by pinfall or submission that the Miracle got involved in and ruined. Mike Bennett thought that he had rid himself of EC3. Dixie Carter, our president, put EC3 in control of Impact Wrestling for one night only, and EC3 would get his match, make his match for tonight, make his match for Slammiversary against Mike Bennett.
A lot of time in this business, it's about place, it's about timing, and EC3 was appointed the reins of Impact Wrestling at the right place and the right time, and he finally is going to get his hands on Mike Bennett.
EC3 draws the line in the canvas, and here we go. All the pomp and circumstance is over. The battle that they got in their official weigh-in is over. Collar and elbow tie-up, and here we go. EC3 versus the Miracle Mike Bennett. If Mike Bennett wins tonight, where does EC3 go from here?
That's a good question. If Mike Bennett wins tonight, then hopefully EC3 will be the bigger man, stand up and shake Mike Bennett's hand and say, you know what, you did it.
Your thoughts on the first victory from Mike Bennett defeating EC3? Was it a fluke?
Well, you know what? Pope stands by everything he said about that win. Whether it was a fluke, a juke, however you look at it, he was able to, in the record book, he was able to get a victory over EC3. Will that happen here tonight is the question.
Miracle Mike Bennett made his debut earlier this year in Impact Wrestling. Again, an immediate impact and an immediate change from the Miracle. EC3, hard shoulder tackle there from the former 2-time world champion.
And the 2-time world champion with 2 shoulder blocks. Looking for a third, maybe?
Oh! Back elbow there by the Miracle Mike Bennett. Talk to me about the strategy that both men need to implement in this matchup.
Well, you know what? When you talk about strategy for EC3, that's not something that really needs to be spoken of, because obviously he has to keep his eyes on Maria. And don't worry about the first lady of professional wrestling, Maria, but just keep your eye on her and make sure that she doesn't play a factor in this. And then you have to also understand that EC3 has to keep his cool.
Reversal here. Nope. Short arm reversal by EC3 and a big chop keeps the hand locked here of the Miracle Mike Bennett. How hard will it be for Bennett to defeat EC3 twice?
You're talking about 2+ years. How hard was it for any man to come close to defeating EC3? Some got close, but they never did it. Mike Bennett, he got the victory. How hard is it going to be? It's going to be harder than hell, excuse Pope French, to do it again here tonight, but it can be done.
EC3 looks poised, calm, and calculated here. He's been waiting for this match. He's wanted this match against the Miracle Mike Bennett, who gets the boot up.
You know, you talk about the Miracle like he's some sort of pushover, man. The Miracle can go. The Miracle is an all-around athlete. He's traveled the world. He brought his brand here to Impact Wrestling, and he's delivering just like he said he would.
I don't think Mike Bennett is a pushover at all, as EC3 continues to go to work here, continues to go after the Miracle Mike Bennett on the outside of the ring. I mean, Mike Bennett, he could simply put on his resume, I pinned EC3. It can start and end right there.
Right there.
Ooh, listen to that. Hard shot from EC3 to the Miracle on the outside.
It's like sounding the doggone cymbal. And you know, the important part about this matchup when you talk about can Mike Bennett win, It's not Mike Bennett's place. It's not the Miracle's place to defeat EC3. EC3 has to defeat Mike Bennett.
Ooh. Another hard shot there by EC3. EC3 talked about a culmination here tonight.
Oh boy, going for that EC3 splash.
Oh, and a clothesline on the outside of the ring from Mike Bennett to EC3.
Quick thinking on the part of Mike Bennett.
Some of the fans in the impact zone here. Mike Bennett will take a count-out victory over EC3 as referee Brian Hebner begins his count.
And see, that's a veteran move. That's a smart move on behalf of the Miracle, because this is what can happen. Two things can happen. EC3 can get count out, he can win the match, or EC3 struggles to get in. Mike Bennett regains his breath, composure.
And right to your point, Bennett flies in. Drop kick right to the side of the face of EC3, who's again down. And again, Bennett, to your point from before, can catch his breath.
Yeah, he's getting his wind back. He's going to try to keep EC3 out there. You know what? That may be part of his game plan. Let's see what happens here. EC3's coming back up again.
You talked earlier about EC3 having to keep his cool in this matchup. Why is that so important?
Well, because you don't want to lose your cool when you have a strategy, when you have a plan. And we know that EC3 has something in his head when he says that I'm going to beat you, Mike Bennett. I'm going to be the devil to your so-called God. So we know he has a plan. If he loses, then you lose focus of that game plan.
Bennett rearranging the furniture here at ringside. He's got EC3 up on the steel barricade. No.
If this happened.
Bennett, Heyman's DDT!
Enough. Get him in the ring now.
EC3 may be out.
The Miracle Mike Bennett just DDT'd EC3 Hangman version onto that ramp.
EC3's down.
Did you hear the thud?
Certainly did, and you can see the results of EC3 down on the outside. And again, it looks like Mike Bennett, he's got a pinfall victory over EC3. If he can get this victory by count out, he'll take it as we take another look here at this amazingly devastating. Man, tough to watch again. And now Bennett.
I'm surprised that EC3 even made it back.
Starting to grow, cover and a kick out by EC3.
And the funny part was you asked me about both guys and their strategy, and I really didn't have to touch on Mike Bennett, the Miracle, but I'll touch on it right now because we've already seen, his strategy. Keep EC3 on the outside of the ring. Maybe on the forefront, that's what you see, but the bottom line is he's saying, I want a victory no matter how it happens. That's his strategy. That's his game plan.
You think EC3 would be complete with a victory by count out?
Absolutely not. That's not the type of wrestler EC3 is.
EC3 said earlier that the best thing that Mike Bennett did was, nice neckbreaker there by Bennett. EC3 was talking about Bennett defeating him, and it was the worst thing that could have happened for Bennett, the best thing for EC3. So he's putting his spin on this. Is EC3. He wants a victory here tonight against Mike Bennett. What a clothesline. Bennett trying to follow up here. EC3 throws Bennett off, and a clothesline by EC3. A flurry of offense from Ethan Carter III.
EC3 misses with that splash.
It's the second time EC3's missed with the splash. Bennett looking for the... Thought he was looking for the Miracle in Progress. EC3 counters. Bennett stacked up on his shoulders.
Look at the strength!
Power! Sit-out powerbomb by EC3, and Bennett kicks out at 2.
Wow. EC3 just powered up Mike Bennett. Powered him up and drove him down with that powerbomb.
And Bennett had the wherewithal to kick out at 2.
Very impressive.
Both men back in the ring now after that Hangman's DDT from Bennett to EC3. Looking for a 1%er here. Bennett throws it off. EC3 hangs onto the top rope. And Bennett!
Nice spine buster!
Caught EC3, hooks the outside leg, and EC3 kicks out at 2.
Mike Bennett delivered that spine buster with some snap, Daddy.
Are we seeing some frustration by the Miracle?
Yeah, I was just about to point that out.
Bennett now Stalking EC3. Oh, big shot.
Just his forearm. EC3 looks to be out on his feet.
Rocked EC3 all the way back to the corner. And now Bennett mocking EC3 with a big splash in the corner of his own. Oh! And
cutter
by the Miracle Mike Bennett. EC3 counters with a clothesline. Both men down.
What a match. It's like that cutter just woke EC3 up.
They popped up and delivered a vicious clothesline. This has been a heavyweight collision between these two rivals. Referee Brian Hebner. Now it's 7. And it's the Miracle who strikes first.
Both men struggling to stay on their feet as they throw those big haymakers.
Think about everything they've been through in this matchup.
That one landed solid. Solid good though.
Bennett went for the big shot, and EC3 countered. And here comes EC3 trying to build momentum. Oh, another clothesline. All these shots, partner, they certainly add up throughout a match.
Absolutely. It takes its toll. It takes its toll on the body. It takes its toll on the win. EC3 finally connects with the splash.
And now EC3. Big flapjack there. EC3 again looking for the 1%er. Connects. Bennett's down. EC3 is going to get his redemption. The Miracle kicked out of the 1%er.
How often do we see anyone kick out of EC3's 1%er?
Not very, if ever. What has got to be going through the mind of EC3 right now?
Yeah, well, he just hit him with his best shot, that's for sure. Maybe go for another, I don't know, but you got to know EC3 right now is saying, what do I have to do now to beat the Miracle Mike Bennett?
And EC3 got all of that 1%.
Oh, he connected well.
So EC3 has to be thinking about his next move here in this chess game against Mike Bennett. All the while, he's being locked up here by Bennett.
Bennett's doing the right thing.
EC3! The TK3 on the apron. That may have hurt EC3 more than it did the Miracle.
I don't know who took the worst of it, but it was effective.
But think about everything that Bennett's done to the neck of EC3 in this match. That Hangman's DDT and then this TK3.
Here, let's take a look at it right here.
Oh!
Yeah. It's kind of hard to tell who took the worst of that.
Well, EC3 is up to the top rope here. EC3 looking to elevate against Mike Bennett. The Miracle caught EC3 with another cutter.
It might be over.
Bennett with the cover, hooks the inside leg, and EC3 kicks out at 2.
We were talking about what must EC3 do. He was thinking about that next big move. He tried it on the outside, and then he went to the top, and it almost cost him the matchup.
Will it cost him the match? Can the Miracle Mike Bennett capitalize? Bennett's got EC3 up, and EC3 with a submission maneuver.
He put that Cobra clutch on.
EC3's got Bennett.
We saw Bennett almost tap out to this before.
A low blow by the Miracle. Unbeknownst to the official, and Bennett with a pile driver.
Oh, man.
Cover on EC3. Leg is hooked, and Ethan Carter kicks out at 2.
There's a lot more fight left in EC3. He's staying alive. He does not want to lose to the Miracle Mike Bennett. Not again.
And now it's Mike Bennett who's thinking, what do I have to do next? I've kicked out of the 1%er. I just delivered a devastating pile driver, and EC3 still kicked out. And Bennett again, looking for that big punch, countered by EC3, a German suplex.
Lock the hands, he's holding on to it as EC3.
He got him again! And a third German suplex from EC3.
He's going for the 1%er.
He got him! Another 1%er by EC3. A cover. Maria threw a chair in the ring. Brian Hebner laid on the count and a kick out at 2.
Oh, you can call it what you wanted, but that was a smart move by the First Lady of Professional Wrestling, Maria, to keep this matchup going.
The match should be over. EC3 had this match won with a 1%er.
Stay cool, EC3. This is what I was talking about. Don't lose your cool, daddy.
You get back to the ring.
EC3 has to stay focused.
And EC3 now is heading back to the ring. The smoking gun, the steel chair is between EC3 and Mike Bennett. Bennett looking for the miracle in progress here. The miracle in progress on a steel chair. Mike Bennett is going to steal another victory from EC3. There's Brian Hebner. This is a travesty. And EC3 kicks out at 2.
It's not over till it's over. And Daddy EC3 says it's not over.
EC3 kicked out at 2.
And there's the choir. They've come alive, as EC3 called them. They're singing this song.
Bennett's still in control, though. The Miracle is still in control of EC3. A smile on the face of the Miracle Mike Bennett. EC3 counters. And EC3!
For the TK3!
And now, a 1%er again! EC3 with the cover! And EC3 finds his redemption!
The winner of the match, Ethan Carter the 3rd, EC3!
Ethan Carter III has defeated the Miracle Mike Bennett live at Slammiversary. But it took everything EC3 had to earn this victory here tonight. Face of the franchise. Superman and the Hulk rolled into one supreme being, and his name is Ethan Carter III. A locker room leader, one of the hardest working men on the planet, fully focused, and needs to be if he wants to take down Lashley live tonight.
Exactly what Pope was going to touch on. He has to be focused because he's going in there with the most dominant world heavyweight champion in recent memory, Lashley.
On June 12th, Human Kryptonite, the unstoppable juggernaut of force, became world champion for a 3rd time in his career. He ended the career of Kurt Angle. He can choke you out, knock you out, or make you tap out. 275 pounds of force and power. The world champion, Lashley.
Look at that face. We've seen the look on that face of Lashley when he's walking to the ring, when he's walking into a cage.
We'll send it inside the ring right now for JB for in-ring introductions.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is your Bound for Glory main event for the TNA Heavyweight Championship. When the bell rings, the man in charge, TNA official, Mr. Brian Hebner. And now, live from Universal Studios, Orlando, Florida, it's your main event. Introducing the combatants. First of all, standing to my right, weighing in at 233 pounds and coming to us from Boca Raton, Florida, he is the challenger, Ethan Carter the
Introducing your TNA World Champion, weighing in at 277 pounds from Denver, Colorado, Lashley.
A spear by Lashley, unexpected, has changed this match. EC3's down. The ribs of EC3 that were damaged and questioned whether or not Ethan Carter. Here we go. Now it's official. Lashley has already delivered a spear, a devastating spear to Ethan Carter III.
Yeah, you know, Lashley's a thinking champion. He knows the condition of those ribs. He knows that he injured him before, and from the outset, he went on the attack.
Wow! EC3 crashes hard to the outside. As I do before all of his big matches, EC3 and I sat down earlier today. He talked about Lashley being the most dominant world champion of all time, almost unstoppable. But EC3 said when he's at the top of his game, he knows he's also unstoppable.
Yeah, you can't take anything away from either competitor. Both have been to the top of the mountain, but only one can remain there. And Lashley's trying to ensure that that one man is himself.
What a clothesline by Lashley.
Lashley is just looking all business.
We talked about EC3 needing to be fully focused. Lashley right now, not only has he been training for this world championship, this beautiful snap suplex, he's also preparing for his next battle in the MMA world. Shoulders down, doesn't hook a leg, and a kick out by the challenger. World championship on the line. This is Bound for Glory 2016. We're sold out, standing room only in the Impact Zone in Orlando, and a gut wrench has EC3 on the shoulders of Lashley.
Back kick by Lashley.
Oh, EC3 with a clothesline. EC3 also told me earlier that he doesn't care if this is a pretty match or a great match. He just wants it to be a fight. He wants to bring the fight to Lashley and leave as the world champion.
Well, you don't have to worry about that wish coming true because he's definitely going to get that. Anytime that you're in the ring with Lashley, you're going to get a fight, especially with this being a no-holds-barred. But look at EC3!
EC3 suicide dive across the back of the world champion.
Kind of smart of Lashley. He didn't come all the way back up.
Yeah, but now Lashley's going to, get suplexed on the outside.
Returning the favor there was EC3 from that snap suplex early.
Look at the intensity in the eyes of the challenger. We're going to become a three-time world champion here live tonight. Oh! Another big chop. Oh!
All the canvas there to use.
Massive chest. Oh, barrel-like chest of Lashley. But the champion is down. And the Impact Zone is solidly behind Ethan Carter. EC3 in the silver and gold tonight. Lashley in the white and red. And the champion is retreating. How often have you seen this from Lashley, if ever?
Oh, boy!
Perhaps baiting EC3 in!
Dominator by Lashley!
EC3 hasn't moved.
You're asking, how often do we see Lashley retreat, but was Lashley baiting?
Yeah, I think so.
EC3 in.
Now the champion can start to go to work here. This is where Lashley is so dominant, when he has his opposition down and he can just do what he wants, where he can impose his will. He won't stop. Remember, he choked EC3 out Thursday night. Oh!
EC3's in trouble here.
Big elbow from the world champion. He's got these. Oh, wow! Launched him.
Just throwing EC3 around like a rat dog is Lashley.
Remember, no holds barred, the stipulation selected by Lashley. That's why referee Brian Hebner's out there with them. Not counting out or anything. Just, paying close attention to this World Championship matchup. We talked about the instincts of EC3 when he went to the ropes inside lethal lockdown to try to get out of the head and arm trap. It didn't work there because of the lethal lockdown situation. Here, if Lashley can get the trap, the head and arm of EC3.
And certainly, you know, he's aware of that.
That's why he chose the stipulation.
Absolutely.
And now EC3 looking for a neck breaker here. Perhaps looking to soften up the challenger.
Cocky smirk on the face of Lashley, who's feeling pretty good about himself.
When EC3 made his entrance, this place was so loud. And now Lashley has taken every single fan of EC3 out of this match. Just how dominant is Lashley.
Again, focusing in on the ribs, going back to the impulse opinion, his game plan. To stay focused, make it hard for EC3 to breathe, catch his breath.
Arden to buckle again. Confidence starting to grow. The world champion as he fires away. How many physical and forceful shots from Lashley have we seen in this match? And EC3 with a drop kick to the chest.
EC3 breaking a little fire, jumping clothesline into the corner.
And look at this throw by EC3.
Raw power right there.
A flurry of offense from the challenger. Oh! Not sure if EC3 caught all of that on Lashley. And the champion kicks out at 2.
Didn't get it the way he wanted to. But he still dropped the big man. He dropped the champ, and he got the champ reeling right now.
It wasn't the knockout blow that EC3 was looking for, but it's enough to get him, I was going to say on offense, but Lashley right back in and just relying on his strength and power. We're going to plan EC3. And Lashley with a second spear! A second spear in this match! And Lashley's going to retain his championship. EC3 just gets the shoulder up at 2. How did he kick out of a second spear?
Technically, that'd be the first, but I'll tell you what, man, just to kick out of it, period, for one.
No. The match didn't even get started. He hit him with a spear. Yeah, but the second spear in this match.
First.
And now Lashley looking for a torture rack. That would certainly. Look at EC3. He's got him. He's got him hooked.
Very smart by EC3. Nice counter.
EC3's got to have his hands locked there. He's got Lashley hooked. Trying to get his ankles around the waist of Lashley as well. And Lashley, now look at this.
Power. Brute strength by the champ.
Right back to a vertical face. And just dumps EC3 over his head.
That's where that MMA background comes into play for Lashley, who's been in those positions before.
And now here comes Lashley. Sidestep. Lashley goes shoulder first from the steel post. EC3's got Lashley stacked up on his shoulders. Looking for a new champion.
No.
EC3 looking at the arm of Lashley. Sits out. Champion down. EC3's got him and Lashley kicks out at 2. Woo. What a match.
That had to take a lot of EC3 to just muscle Lashley up like that and drive him back down on that sit-out powerbomb.
Somebody in this match has been busted open.
I think it's EC3.
Perhaps from the mouth.
Yeah.
We'll pay close attention to that, and we'll see EC3 looking for a 1%er right now on Lashley. Looking to put this match away. Again, Lashley goes back to the power game. Oh! Power slam by the world champion, and EC3 again kicks out. Another devastating blow from Lashley.
Lashley's looking like he's thinking of the next. Yep, he's over here.
Right here, and Lashley's got his world championship in his hand.
Well, I think we all know what Lashley has in mind right
Remember,
now.
no holds barred. Anything goes. And Lashley now with the world title. Lashley looking to put away EC3 once and for all. EC3 ducks. Lashley misses wildly. EC3's got him up. TK3!
He connected with it!
Champion down! Can the challenger capitalize?
Turn over, EC3, turn over! And Lashley wisely turns over onto his stomach.
Yeah, to avoid the pinfall. Even if EC3 would have draped a hand over Lashley on his back, it would have been a pin opportunity for EC3. And now both men starting to stir. Referee Brian Hebner continues his count, and now both men up. Breaking down into a brawl here. EC3 with a series of jabs, and Lashley now again misses with the clothesline. What a German suplex! Did you see the torque on that?
The snap that EC3 had with
tremendous velocity and a kick there. Oh! And here comes Lashley, and a spear by EC3!
Wow, we haven't seen that. EC3 got him!
EC3 with the cover hooks the outside like new champion, and Lashley kicks out. Trying to get a look at the eye of Lashley to see if it's swelled up. Lashley's rolled to the outside. EC3's down inside the six-sided ring.
Lashley likes to keep that headband on and to keep the sweat out of his face and out of the eyes.
It just looked like when EC3 was connecting with those jabs, it caught him right above the eye. I couldn't tell or not if Lashley now is having a hard time seeing out of his eye. We'll see how that plays out. And now EC3 and Lashley on the outside. Emotions boiling over.
Oh, boy.
What's going to happen here? EC3's got him up.
Oh, boy. This will not end good.
Looking for a TK3 on the steel steps.
Now EC3 has to get Lashley up, get him in the ring.
Yep. Can EC3 pick up the 277 pounds of Lashley, get him in the ring, go for the cover, and try to become an EC three-time world champion? It has been a physical battle. And EC3 now up on the top rope. Frog splash! What a move by EC3 and a kick out by the champion!
Now, how often is it that we see EC3 fly? EC3 knows he got to hit something big. He got to get Lashley when he's not expecting it as well. And right now, he's planning something as EC3.
And EC3 misses with the EC3 splash in the corner. Lashley with third spear!
First spear by Lashley!
And Lashley, now with the cover, is going to retain his championship, and EC3 kicks out. EC3 kicked out at 2.
I don't know why Lashley's looking a little surprised. I know he started celebrating once he hit it. He thought that it was a done deal, but you're not going to beat EC3, the former two-time world champion, without hooking his leg and putting some pressure on him.
A trifecta of spears, and now Lashley, he tried to use his world championship earlier, now going for a steel chair. Is this frustration by the world champion?
Shot repeatedly to the back now with that steel chair.
Oh! And now Lashley goes after the midsection in the back of EC3.
Yeah, back to the ribs he goes.
And Lashley just teeing off. Oh! This is why Lashley chose the stipulation of no holds barred.
EC3 looks like he's completely out of it right now.
He gave it everything he could in this match, and Lashley now picks EC3 back up here. The challenger out on his feet. Lashley looking to end this match once and for all. The head and arm are trapped. EC3 is locked in the center of the ring. Reminiscent of what happened. Wait, there's still life in the challenger. There's still life in EC3. Brian Hebner was going to call for the bell. And EC3, there's no way.
Yeah, we saw Lashley be effective with this hold before.
There's no way EC3's back up in away. And the world champion. He's broke the hold.
Carter's just willing himself right now. He's reaching down, Josh. It's Carter.
Lashley misses. EC3, another German suplex. Hands locked. Rolls over. And EC3 has delivered two. Looking for a third German suplex on Lashley. Looking to become world champion. Can EC3 finish this quest?
EC3 has reached into his reserve and it is paid off.
1%.
He connects with it.
New champion EC3 with the cover. Hooks the leg and Lashley kicks out at two. How did he kick out?
Not often do we see someone kick out of the 1%er.
Look at the eyes of EC3. He can hardly believe it. He survived the head and arm trap of Lashley, and now the steel chair firmly in the hands of EC3. Turnabout.
Yep, fair play. EC3 dropped the chair just a little too soon for Pope's taste. He should be wearing out Lashley with that chair, but maybe he has something better in mind.
Perhaps looking to put away the world champion once and for all. EC3 looking to join Lashley here up on the top rope. Precarious situation for both champion and challenger.
Oh boy.
It's been a long night. Those ropes get slick. And EC3 looking for a 1%er off the top rope, thrown off by Lashley. Oh, he got him with a spear off the top rope, and Lashley retains the world championship. Another spear, but this one came off the ropes.
Eli Drake.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, making his way to the ring from Los Angeles, California, Eli Drake.
Eli Drake has put a lot at stake here in this one-on-one match against EC3, but as Eli Drake is letting you know right now, if he wins this match, it's well worth what he put at stake. He's got his voice on the line. If Eli Drake loses, he doesn't get to speak for the rest of the year. But if he wins, he's #1 contender for the World Championship. Can Eli Drake defeat a former two-time world champion?
And now, introducing his opponent, from Boca Raton, Florida, 234 pounds, Ethan Carter III, EC3.
He has an opportunity for the World Championship right now. But EC3 is a gambling man, and he's put that opportunity at stake here against the thorn in his side, Eli Drake. EC3 can win, he can go on to challenge for the world title, and he can shut Eli Drake up for the rest of the year.
I don't know what Eli Drake was thinking. I know what EC3's intentions are. But Eli Drake, can you imagine Jay-Z or Beyonce having to go for a whole year or the rest of the year without using their voice?
And here we go, trading back and forth is Eli Drake and EC3. A lot of people would be thankful if Eli Drake loses this match. He doesn't get to talk for the rest of the year. I'm torn here. I'm a fan of the Fact of Life. I think that Eli Drake does a tremendous job on his talk show. Brings in riveting guests, asks the questions that everyone wants to hear the answers to. And Eli Drake is putting that at stake here for an opportunity at the World Championship against EC3. So you don't think that EC3 should have made this match?
I don't necessarily think that Eli Drake should have accepted the match.
Eli Drake, I mean, he's giving up his voice, but he's putting it on the line for an opportunity at the World Championship. EC3 is potentially giving up everything. If he loses, he walks away with nothing.
You're absolutely right. But EC3 has been on a roll. He's a very confident individual right now, and I think he's just trying to kill two birds with one stone.
Back elbow there by Eli Drake. Power slam in the center of the six-sided ring. And Drake delivering more offense here to EC3. EC3, former two-time world champion. We talked about only needing a chance. That EC3 only needed an opportunity, and he took advantage of it and became #1 contender for the world title in a running drop kick by EC3.
Followed by a huge clothesline.
Oh boy! Eli Drake is down right here in front of us. EC3's in control. Can Eli Drake get back into this one-on-one match? It's world title opportunity versus Eli Drake's voice, and it continues. It is Eli Drake going one-on-one with EC3. High stakes for both of these competitors. For EC3, he's putting his world title opportunity on the line against the voice of Eli Drake. If Eli Drake loses, he can't speak for the remainder of 2016. I asked what would happen if Eli Drake did speak, if he did talk. From what I understand, it's a massive fine if Eli Drake uses his voice.
I'm sure Eli Drake don't want to come off the mighty dollar for breaking.
No! Oh, Eli Drake lives in Los Angeles. He loves to flaunt his cars and money, and now he's in a world of trouble here.
How annoying must the voice of Eli Drake be to EC3 for EC3 to, go to this measure?
I mean, I go back to what happened almost 2 months ago now at Bound for Glory when EC3 came up a little bit short in his world championship quest against Lashley. The following week, he was on the Fact of Life being called a choke artist by Eli Drake.
He was being hammered by Eli Drake to feel the verbalness of what had happened. We all come up short.
Well, you don't need your verbalness to download the Fight Network app. You can go to your Apple TV, Amazon Fire TV, or Roku. The Fight Network app gives you access to your favorite Impact moments, including pay-per-view events and exclusive new content like Inside Impact. Make sure to check out the Fight Network app today. And look at the strength and power of EC3. Nice counter there by Eli Drake, though. Eli Drake trying to stay one step ahead of the former champion.
Nice neck breaker on the apron.
Some of that confidence might have just taken out of the sails of EC3.
Very smart by Eli Drake. Way to capitalize on the moment. I think the tide has just changed to the favor of Eli Drake.
Get on the way. Certainly the pacing that Eli Drake would want. You slow it down, take the fans out of this matchup. You can hear the voice of Eli Drake. And now look at this. Oh! A back suplex on the steel steps.
Eli Drake knows this is huge. This is a big matchup, not just for EC3, but for Eli, because he can go on to keep his voice and get a world title shot.
Yeah, it's world title opportunities don't come along very often. I'm not sure if Eli Drake has ever challenged for the world championship.
I know one thing, Eli Drake very smart. He was willing to take the count out because it still propels him to victory.
Now Eli, he had some time to regroup and rethink here and start firing away at EC3. Cover hooks the outside leg and a kick out at 1. Well, that shows you where EC3 is right now in this matchup. What's Eli Drake thinking right now?
Eli Drake is thinking he has to do whatever it takes to keep the big opponent, EC3, from moving. And there's a big Skylar slam by Eli Drake.
Cover here and a kick out at 2.
Stay on top of him now is what Eli Drake is doing. He understands that.
Oh, and Eli drops the elbow into the chest of EC3 and kicks out.
Drake has to stay on top of him. I know he's in charge right now, but Eli Drake still needs to show some sense of urgency. Why not? Keep the heat, keep the fire on EC3. Ooh.
Eli Drake is doing right now. Every time I look at Eli Drake, I always think about what EC3 said. He's got a dirt beard.
Somehow I knew you were going there. It's been everyone's focus lately.
EC3 again connects. Another elbow to the jaw of Eli Drake. And now Eli Drake came rushing in and got caught with a side leg sweep from EC3. Can EC3 take advantage? Can EC3 capitalize? And here comes Eli Drake. Wow! What a throw!
Yeah, talk about athleticism.
Major chance here for Eli Drake, and a kick out at 2 by EC3.
Very impressive. Eli Drake just runs and leaps to the top rope and superplexes EC3.
A tremendous amount of athleticism there by Eli Drake. And a testament to EC3.
Let me talk to you.
I can talk right now.
Thanksgiving is upon us. This idiot's getting his keister kicked. And while you're at home enjoying mashed potatoes, cranberry sauce, and I assume you're passing that gravy, dummy. There's only one man who's got a voice that's a hit around here.
Oh!
And that's Eli Drake. And I got to tell you, tonight, the #1 contendership is coming with me. Why? Because dummy, yeah. Dummy, yeah. When I say dummy, you say yeah. Dummy, yeah. I'm not talking to you, I'm talking to me. Dummy, yeah. Which means right now, I'm taking the world title shot. And that's not an insult, that.
And EC3 counters. EC3 in the center of the six-sided ring. This is what EC3 wants to stop. The non-stop talking from Eli Drake is in the middle of a match.
You're the one that says you like to hear Eli Drake talk.
Yeah, on his talk shows. On his talk show. In fact, life. That's where I like to hear him talk. Not in competition.
We may not have to worry about it much longer.
EC3 ducks the clothesline and fires away at Eli Drake.
Eli Drake wasted a tremendous amount of time. And EC3 has recuperated.
Look at the EC3 splash, and he got him.
And a big splash there by EC3. Flapjack to Eli Drake.
EC3's fired up right now, and he's looking to put away Eli Drake. He's going to hang on to his world title opportunity and shut up Eli Drake. Another loaded up 1%er and a torture rack. Oh!
Turns into a neck breaker. Nice.
Cover here by Eli Drake. Leg is hooked, and EC3 pops for it too.
And look at the face of Eli. Now he's showing some concern.
If you look at the eyes of Eli Drake, I think he knows exactly what he's doing right now. Eli Drake has EC3 on the ropes. Eli Drake is looking for a future world title opportunity in blunt force trauma, countered by EC3. Looking for a submission maneuver here, a sleeper hold perhaps. Eli Drake fights free. And Eli Drake taking advantage. EC3 gets the boots up. Back and forth they go in this heavyweight collision. And now EC3, he's comfortable up on the top rope. And here comes Eli Drake thrown off. EC3 still in control.
What is EC3 about to do?
A big-time frog splash from EC3 to Eli Drake, who kicks out at 2.
Perfectly executed, but Eli Drake still had enough wherewithal to kick out.
How did Eli Drake kick out of the frog splash? 233 pounds of EC3.
Lash misses.
Oh, the neck breaker does not. Nice offense by Eli Drake. Floats into the cover, hooks one leg, break, finds the other, and a kick out.
Did you see that cover by Eli Drake? That's the type of covering that needs to be done from this point on if he hopes to have a chance to put away EC3.
Have to wonder what's going through the mind of Eli Drake.
and EC3 right now.
Now Eli's showing a sense of urgency that he should have had all along.
Perhaps, I thought he was going to try to load up blunt force trauma. EC3 counters. EC3 has Eli Drake down now. EC3 is in the corner. He's trying to regroup, trying to figure out what he can do next, how he can connect with the 1%er and defeat Eli Drake.
EC3 has to be aware to watch out for that blunt force trauma as well from Eli Drake.
And now they're trading shots in the center of the ring. EC3 and Eli Drake, who will fade first? Who will seize control? Who will gain the advantage? Big boom there. Again, looking for a TK3.
Blunt force trauma!
Eli Drake is going to earn a world title opportunity, and EC3 just kicks out at 2.
Oh, Daddy! Not too often does anyone kick out of blunt force trauma, but EC3 just did.
See, this is why you have to question why EC3 would accept this match. I get that he wants to shut up Eli Drake, but he's putting up, in my opinion, way more than Eli Drake is. He's putting up an opportunity at the World Championship.
It may come back to haunt him. He's not looking too good as EC3 at this moment.
It was an opportunity that EC3 worked so hard for. Eli Drake was looking for the 1%er, the signature maneuver of EC3.
2 counters in a row by both men.
And now Eli Drake, EC3 lands on his feet, goes low, and EC3 finally connects with the 1%er, and EC3, a kick out of the 1%er.
I said it before about Eli Drake, blunt force trauma, EC3 kicks out, and now the same thing has happened. Drake gets kicked out of EC3's best finisher.
No one is supposed to kick out of the 1%er. The signature maneuver that's put away so many competitors. And EC3 looks livid.
EC3 going to plan B, that submission maneuver.
And Eli Drake looking to counter, does so. Creates a separation, a second blunt force trauma ducked by EC3, and now the submission maneuver is going to choke out Eli Drake. Eli Drake is going to be forced to tap out.
The winner of the match, EC3.
EC3 has his world championship opportunity, and he is silenced. Eli Drake once and for all. EC3 conquers yet again.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Ladies and gentlemen, your next contest is a strap match scheduled for 1 fall. Introducing first from Boca Raton, Florida, Ethan Carter III, EC3!
Ethan Carter III. Don, he said, I don't want to beat up James Storm. I have to beat up James Storm.
He feels like it's his mission to take this company into another direction. He's tired of hearing about the old days. He's the new guard. And he wants to make sure that James Storm knows it and that he takes him out of it for good. And this is the kind of match where these guys are going to be so close together in that proximity.
This is personal.
Yes.
This isn't about competition. It's extremely personal between EC3 and the Cowboy, James Storm. And remember, he's a Carter.
Sorry about your damn luck.
His opponent from Leapers Fork, Tennessee, Cowboy, James Storm!
Robert Flores, I have watched this guy for 15 years. I've called so many of his matches, from America's Most Wanted to Beer Money to watching him win world championships. This guy you practically have to kill to beat. And it seems he's like a fine wine. straps. He's got a point to prove. And if EC Carter lets go of his guard for a second, the Cowboy will make him pay.
James Storm, as you mentioned, Don, on the company's first show in 2002. He's won just about every title there is in this company. He's even won the TNA World Beer Drinking Championship, Don. What's EC3 won? Now they're going to be strapped together here.
Well, one thing about EC3 is he's going to be unpredictable. It's that family lineage that he has, and you can see he'll play the mind games. He feels confident. He feels.
So Brian Hebner is strapped in James Storm, and Don, now he's got to do the same to EC3 to get this thing going.
I'll tell you what, Brian Hebner has got his hands full out here. It's going to be on him to make sure that this match stays in control, and he's going to have to keep an eye on every little trick. And look at EC3, just playing mind games. Storm, he don't care. He's ready to go. He's seen every trick in the book. They're going to throw anything at him that he hasn't seen. Tell you what, though, EC3, pretty impressive.
Oh, he's put together. He's yoked up, that's for sure.
You got to admire that. You got to admire. He knows eventually he's going to get strapped in.
The rules are simple. Pinfall or submission wins the match. But obviously, these guys are strapped to one another. And they will use that strap on one another.
I tell you, I think this plays though into the experience of the Cowboy.
This rivalry has taken a turn. As I said, it's become personal, and James Storm starts landing right hands.
You know the thing about a match like this, you can't get away. If somebody gets total control of it, you're not getting away. Oh. Man, look at it. It feels like Hagler Hearns in round one, does it not? Holy cow.
It's exactly like Hagler Hearns, Don, except for their strap in the ring right now. And that strap, it can and is being used as a weapon. And another thing, Don, once the competitors start sweating and start perspiring on that strap, it becomes even more lethal.
You better believe it. I tell you though, look at EC3 trying to pull outside, use a minute Storm, not going to do it, and just taking control, taking the momentum. This thing may be over before it even gets started the way James Storm is going after him.
EC3 is feeling that strap on his back and on his chest and trying to get away.
I'll tell you though, the strategy of EC3 is going to be to wear Storm down. If he can just keep taking these blows. Oh, I thought he was going to pull him. Oh, there he got him up. Oh, got him right into the ring apron.
Throwing EC3 hard on the ring apron.
Oh my God, you got to see EC3's face. He's writhing in pain. You know what? Sometimes you just think you have the control and you don't prepare enough, and maybe that's what happened here. The Storm's been thinking about this every second.
Right on the barricade, slamming EC3. The opening moments have belonged to James Storm. Big right hand, he felt that one. EC3 felt it even worse.
Throws him in. This is one of those matches. Oh, you know what?
Shoulder block from EC3. Oh, dropping James Storm right on top.
I'm impressed with EC3 right there. He just kind of he waited for an opening, and look at him wrapping around his neck. You mentioned lethal. Well, that's what we're talking about. Is he's choking the heck out of him, choking the air out of him.
He's got him hung up, Don.
Brian Hebner's got to be really careful to keep an eye on this. Oh man, he broke it. Good job. But EC3 now is turning this thing completely around in his favor.
You can see the welt starting to bubble up on EC3's chest. Slamming James Storm's head on the apron.
You know what? James Storm had been thinking about this every second he came out. Things were going his way, and now everything's turned, and EC3,
big clothesline.
Pulled him right into it. And you can feel it. It's like the air left the building there for a second.
James Storm controlled the early moments of this match, but as you said, it's been all EC3 in the last couple of minutes.
Throws him back in the ring, and now again, using that strap, like you mentioned. Wrapping it around the neck, pulling it tight.
First submission is how you get your hand raised in this match. But this isn't about pinfalls.
No.
It's not about submissions. It's about inflicting pain.
It's about showing dominance. It's about sending a message, but Storm just rising in. It's almost like the wax on his back are getting him fired up. It's like, I've felt that before.
He's not feeling it now, though.
Yeah, look at that look. And you can even see EC3's confused. And here he comes.
Big right hands.
I've heard that primordial scream many times. Yes.
And now James Storm has the momentum back. Sent over by EC3. Oh, big kick to the back of the head.
You know, sometimes you got to remember you're connected to that strap, and you think it's going into your favor, and it can turn right against you. And now Storm going up, and you can see again just what I was saying. EC3
Great counter
realized
by EC3.
Picks him up.
Driving, devastating maneuver by EC3. High impact offense from the two-time heavyweight champion.
Doesn't even go for the pin. He's not even done. He wants to let this thing drag out. He doesn't want to hurt James Storm. He wants to break James Storm.
He's... Wait a minute. What? He's got handcuffs. Well, there's the key to the handcuffs.
He's thought this through.
And he's going to try to... He's going to handcuff James Storm to the ropes again. We've seen this before. He's going to try to inflict more punishment on James Storm, but Storm's fighting back.
Yeah, he is. He realizes in a bad place. If he gets those locked in, he's in trouble. I mean, he has no chance. He's at his mercy.
And now Storm is...
I told you.
Storm has EC3 locked up.
He's seen every trick in the book. He anticipated it.
Well, James Storm's a magician. EC3 is handcuffed to the turnbuckle. He's begging James Storm, and I have a feeling those pleas are going to fall on deaf ears. Storm is asking the Impact crowd, asking the crowd in the Impact. Well, that's not going to help EC3's crowd.
Well, he's got to be defiant. Look at this, just pour him in.
Remember, it was 31. He's at double digits right now. He's approaching 20, Don.
The crowd's letting you know how many. There's 11 more to go.
24, 25. Now he's at 31.
Oh, one more for good measure, baby, huh? Oh, look at that EC3.
The sound of strap hitting flesh reverberating all around the Impact Zone.
You know what, though? Look at this. The referee Hebner takes control, gets the key, unlocking.
But James Storm might be looking for that last call.
He's just waiting for him to get up. Here it is. You can see that leg quivering.
EC3, it might be closing. Blocked by Ethan Carter III.
He did it!
1%!
1, 2, 3! How satisfying would it have been to beat him with his own finishing move?
No one's ever put EC3 in the 1%er. And James Storm nearly got a fall out of it.
I'll tell you what, James Storm has shown EC3 that he's got a lot more left in the tank. EC3 going down to the ground. Wait a minute.
He's pulled handcuffs out earlier. What's he trying to pull out now?
Well, I know one thing. He doesn't have the strap. You can see referee Hebner trying to get the strap back on him.
Well,
Oh my God! Right into the ring post. What a shot to the head.
And that was point blank. James Storm running into the ring post.
Talk about an equalizer. That'll do it there. You can see Storm shaking it off.
Call it underhanded, call it fiendish, but it was effective as Ethan Carter III taking off the strap. As Brian Hebner now putting it back on EC3, but the damage has been done, Don.
I'll tell you it is, and you know Storm's ticked at himself right now that he allowed himself to get into that position. EC3 saw the moment, and now
he's signaling for the 1%er.
He wants to finish it off here.
James Storm's in a bad way. 1%er.
There it is.
That's going to do it.
That'll do it. 1, 2. Wow! No way! That's just reaching down deep and finding something that nobody else has.
How many people have kicked out from that?
I've never seen anybody kick out from that. He's telling him to stand up. He wants to do it again.
EC3 is taunting James Storm right now.
I never thought Storm would be able to find the strength after going into that post, but he did. He's showing such
Storm is asking for more. What is he, nuts?
No, he's just slapping. Oh! Whoa! Let's call! There he goes! He's just waiting for it.
He's going to get another. Wait a minute.
What? Oh my God! I tell you, that ring post shot must have been worse than we thought. He's down. He's absolutely down. Wait a minute. This is bizarre.
Some residual effects, obviously, from that collision with the ring post.
I think Hebner's telling him that this thing is done. It's over. Look at this. He's down.
Brian Hebner, is he telling him just pin him?
Yeah, just pin him. Roll it over and let's get some help in here. That was just
I think
weird.
EC3's going to follow the orders. Or is he?
Oh no! Come on!
James Storm is lifeless at this point.
Come on! He's helpless at this point. You can't do this. No! Oh my God! Right on top of the head.
That's it.
Oh, come on!
That was you could count to 100. 1, 2, 3.
Here's your winner, EC3.
Well, help coming in. I'll tell you, EC3 could have done the right thing. He could have done the honorable thing, and he didn't.
Look, honor went out the window when he took the strap off, Don.
That's for sure.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall with a 60-minute time limit, and it is for the Impact Grand Championship. Introducing first, from St. Louis, Missouri, he is reborn Matt Sydal.
As Matt Sydal makes his way to the ring, we invite everyone to follow along with us tonight. Hashtag Impact on Pop, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at Impact Wrestling. And this is the match Matt Sydal wanted. These are the rules Matt Sydal wanted.
The stage is set for Matt Sydal. If he can't beat EC3 here tonight, then EC3 has proven once and for all that Sydal is a choke artist. Last chance for Matt Sydal here tonight at Genesis.
Championship gold, the Impact Grand Championship, EC3 has continued to use the championship rules to his advantage, keeping this title around his waist this time out. As we kick off Genesis tonight here on Impact, the rules have changed. Matt Sydal has his opportunity. Will he be successful against EC3? That will be a tall order.
You know, this isn't like Floyd Mayweather stepping into a fight against Conor McGregor. EC3 won the Impact Grand Championship in the round system, but he hasn't been competing under these rounds his entire career. He's a former two-time world champion. 60 minutes, one fall to a finish. EC3 is ready for this challenge.
And as we see, EC3 proudly holding the Impact Grand Championship up over his head. Reminder, tonight it happens inside
A steel cage, three-way matchup. Eli Drake defends against Johnny Impact and Alberto El Patron in our main event. Several title matches along the way tonight.
And when you look at that main event match tonight, huge stakes for Alberto El Patron and Johnny Impact. If they fail to win tonight, they'll never get an opportunity at Eli Drake's title again.
Sydal making a statement out of the gate, going right to it, taking the offense to EC3, who gets out of the ring as quickly as he can. What an aggressive side of Sydal we have not seen before. And a whole different approach to this matchup as Sydal chops the champion on the floor.
Now Matt Sydal seems to be more focused, more centered than ever. Matt Sydal knows he's got to operate quickly if he wants to beat EC3 tonight.
Championship title matches all night long tonight. Laurel Van Ness will defend against Ali for the Knockouts Championship. We will go to Japan as Ishimori defends the X Division Championship tonight. And of course, that huge main event inside the cage. As Sydal on a roll against EC3. If this is the round system, he'd be well on his way to getting the first round. However, not the case in this matchup. One-on-one, mano-a-mano coming in fast. Sydal takes the knee to EC3. Cover now. Not enough.
Now, Matt Sydal called the rules to the Impact Grand Championship convoluted. He wanted this match. His exotic smash mouth offense behooves him here in a match where there are no rounds.
I heard that. Right hand chop. And the kicks, the chops. Matt Sydal taking everything he has and throwing it at the champion, but you heard EC3 connect with that clothesline, changing the momentum immediately. Cover now. And you have to wonder this time around if EC3's strategy has changed or if he's going in with this match with Matt Sydal with a completely different mindset.
Well, EC3's been living rent-free inside the mind of Matt Sydal for weeks, calling him a choke artist, says that Sydal can't win the big one. This has a big fight feel here at Genesis.
Speaking of big fight feel, as EC3 chops Sydal, we are headed on the road, bringing a big event to Rahway, New Jersey.
1 week from Saturday, Impact joins forces with WrestlePro to present Brace for Impact, and it will be broadcast. Wait.
Covered now by EC3 on Sydal, not enough.
It'll be broadcast on our Twitch channel, Twitch TV/Impact Wrestling.
And of course, Impact invading WrestleCon New Orleans this April. See your favorite Impact stars in action. What a weekend and what an opportunity to see your stars of Impact up close and personal. Tickets are on sale now. Impact at WrestleCon April 6th in New Orleans. Sydal doing what he can. But it's been back and forth action. Great leg sweep. Sydal now.
Watch this.
Standing moonsault, but EC3 was ready for him. Able to get the knees up and change the momentum of this match. There he is, once again mocking Sydal, calling him a choke artist.
That's just been the way EC3 has gone about this rivalry with Matt Sydal. And again, it's worked to EC3's benefit, but many people believe that EC3 might be overconfident.
Speaking of overconfident, how about Eli Drake? Going into this main event tonight, defending the Impact Global Championship in a match in which Johnny Impact or Alberto El Patron will not get another opportunity. This is it. And it'll be settled inside a cage tonight, our main event at Genesis for the Impact Global Championship.
Let me ask you this, JB. If you knew if you could beat your two biggest challengers for your championship in one match, in one night, and never have to face them again, would you do it?
Well, it's certainly a huge opportunity, but great risk, great reward. Our main event tonight, three-way match inside the cage here at Genesis. And speaking of inside the cage, how about Lashley? And this relationship with Dan Lambert. Headed into this match tonight with Moose. Going to be very interesting to see how things unfold. Dan Lambert certainly has been making his presence felt, and The loudest of loudmouths to ever come through this place.
Yeah, Moose has been the target of Dan Lambert for weeks, the same as James Storm. Dan Lambert was able to retire Storm. Oh, can they take out Moose tonight?
It's a down power bomb, and not enough as Sydal able to kick out after what appeared to be a split-second decision on executing that move. And now mocking Sydal again, EC3. Bring up the fact that I think Sydal is choked time and time again.
Oh.
Now, what a duck!
From Matt Sydal, I go after the legs of EC3, try to chop the big man down. Oh, that worked too.
How quick, how fast, and now that standing moonsault perfectly executed. Cover.
Got him.
Not enough. Sydal used his feet to take EC3 off his and hit that standing moonsault. Nearly got the pin.
EC3 may be out on his feet right now. He took a big shot to the back of the neck. One shot from EC3 could turn this whole thing around, though.
EC3 with a size advantage, but does not have the quickness advantage and can't go to the skies like Matt Sydal can, right across the shoulders down to the mat. Here's a cover. Sydal, not enough. Impact Grand Championship on the line this time around. No judges. This time around, no rounds. Only pinfall, submission. And the rules, according to Matt Sydal, will be even in this matchup as he feels EC3 has used those rules time and time again to retain that championship.
And the one thing about having no rounds, there's no rest period in between, so you have to go, figure out what you got to do next. That's what Sydal's doing now.
Look at that. Oh, what a bad landing. What a bad landing. Sydal's hurt. Let's see that again. Good Lord.
EC3 goes under. Sydal's in a bad way.
Can Sydal recover from this? I'm not sure he can. More of this match when we return. We are back here on Impact. EC3 has taken the offense to Matt Sydal after an incredibly bad landing we saw right before the break that has decapitated Sydal's chances, but he's fighting back. Oh, wow. Cutter right into the mat. That's gonna do it. Oh, Sydal able to kick out.
Matt Sydal showing tremendous heart, desire, and fortitude here against EC3.
At one point, it's just too much of a beating. Sydal, I don't think, has been the same since that bad fall. And now taking things to the outside of the ring. Look at this.
This is very dangerous, looking for a TK3 on the apron.
Right across the top rope. Clothesline Sydal, and now EC3 feeling confident. To his feet, spin kick takes down EC3. How does he do it?
Matt Sydal can attack you from anywhere.
Sydal takes down EC3. And just like that, can Sydal muster up enough strength after the beating he has taken? All the way to the Impact Grand Championship here tonight at Genesis.
Sydal's incredible, just an amazing athlete. He's like Gumby, the way he can bend around and the beating that he can take, but how much more?
Right across the forehead, that head landed against the apron. Let's take a look at that again.
EC3 with a big counter here. EC3 knows that he can retain his championship by count out in a match like this.
Sydal has taken some huge shots. Referee counting to 9. Just as Sydal able to find enough strength somehow to climb back into the ring. Make it back into the ring, that's one thing. Surviving now after that offense from EC3, that's another. Oh, spinning Hurricane Rana. Ooh. How good is Sydal with his feet? That knee now right across the chin. Takes down the champ. EC3 taken down by Sydal. Here is his opportunity.
Looking to go airborne.
Going to the outside. Matt Sydal. Could this be it? From the top. Ooh. Able to land on his feet. Oh, man. Just a hip toss. And for the third or fourth time, Sydal has had a bad landing on that back of the neck.
This may do it.
Nothing more to set up for the 1%er. Sydal down on the mat. And EC3 probably would have been best served to go for the pin.
It's a bad move. EC3 should have grabbed Matt Sydal when he saw him roll to the outside. Sydal stays alive momentarily.
EC3 says Sydal is a choke artist. Can he fulfill that promise to hold on to the Impact Grand Championship here tonight? Once again, EC3 mocking Sydal. Oh, what now?
Perhaps a super TK3 from the top rope.
Was the 1%er not enough? Check this out. Sydal fighting off EC3. Got him. Takes him down. Follows up. Right away to the top. Sydal. Perched high.
Like nobody else.
Shooting star press. Cover. 1, 2. New Impact Grand Champion.
Here is your winner and the new Impact Grand Champion, reborn, Matt Sydal.
Had to be impressed with that incredible victory from Matt Sydal. Let's see how he did it.
Matt Sydal was able to hang around in this match with EC3. EC3 overconfident, tries to go to the top rope. Shooting star press, picture perfect.